Possibly it's slightly later than 8. Anything's possible. And so forth. So it was pretty popular on Friday when I analyzed the viewers' games. And then the weekend we have sub Saturday and sub Sunday. So we did that. And I'll analyze some more viewers' games today. But I think the last time I did that, I was a little too nice. So we're really going to roast him this time. All right. When I started the stream last Friday, I had a mask on because the chess center was open and masks are required. And also there's other people in here. Ooh, even without the pandemic, I would wear a mask. And I got a lot of hate chat and comments and here and in YouTube and in the sky and in my dreams. And it's just amazing how dumb everybody is. It's unbelievable. So I knew you guys were dumb, but you guys are really going beyond. So very good. Excellent. I got a really long comment on YouTube about how I shouldn't have worn that mask. It was many pages long. So I answered. Actually, it wasn't on YouTube. I'm sorry. Whoa. It wasn't a YouTube comment. It was an email I got. The guy sent me an email, and I guess it was too long for a YouTube comment, saying how masks are terrible and you should never wear a mask. And, it's bad to wear a mask. And then he said, he didn't realize occasionally when the stream's not doing well, I got to go get some money somehow. Anyway, so I replied the next day and, gave him my point of view. And then I got another email back from the guy and it said, hello, this is the brother of the guy who emailed you. It wasn't him. And he said, the brother, the guy who emailed me, he got very short of breath. The evening he emailed me, went to the hospital, and he died the next day of COVID because he never wore a mask. And I was like, is this a joke? Like, I couldn't believe it. That was shocking. So, this is weird. My Perrier bottles, look at this. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, it's very imperceptible. But if you look at the Perrier bottles, one of the Perriers is higher than the other because the whatever it is, the label was put on a little bit higher. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. Anyway, RIP to that guy, even though, 90% of that was made up. But still, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I almost wore the mask this stream just to show you guys how dumb you are. But Karen said I shouldn't tell you guys you're dumb. I should compliment you, and then it'll be a nicer stream. So, all right, so we'll do that. Yeah, that's true. I thought if I wore the mask the whole stream, that doesn't really encourage people to wear the mask. That encourages them to write hate chat and hate comments on YouTube, and then I have to delete them. So I have to delete them. But I probably should just ignore them and let other people yell at them, but whatever. Anyway, they're all going to die anyway. Also, the story I said was, most of it was made up. The guy never emailed me, but he did die. So, or wait, it was the other way around? Yeah, I don't know, something. I'm making it up, but it might be true. Right? That could have happened. I'm still shocked about this Perrier situation. You would think the bottles are all the same, and then the labels all put on the same, so they're all the same. You see what I'm saying, right? But this label's clearly, a quarter inch higher than the other one. That's amazing. I don't even know who to write about that. Wow. Okay. Anyway, maybe they were put on by different people. One guy was wearing a mask and one wasn't. I don't know. Yeah. Hello. Quality. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Let me something refresh. It's like people every day have to prove how dumb they are. They gotta they're not, am I smart today? Hold on, let me check. And then they're like, nope, not doing it. I was watching some television program, and they were talking about the people who were plotting to kidnap the governor of Michigan. And they were talking to some guy who used to be one of the FBI guys, the deputy, whatever, I don't know, whatever. He was a top guy at the FBI. And he said, now, these people who were going to kidnap, we're not talking about people in Mensa. You got to understand. The way he said it was funny. I mean, also because Mensa isn't really one of the top IQ places. It's maybe like 7th. So, all right. Maybe he meant they were smarter than that. So maybe that was the. You are correct. Analyze the triplets game. Who's the dumberest? That's correct. Who did Anand beat to become world champion? Nobody knows. Yeah. If only we knew that, that would be good. Let's see. Anand won matches against Kramnik and Topalov. And I think Anand also won a tournament that made him the world champion also. Beat Gelfand, and he must have won another one. So he won a tournament, Topalov, Kramnik, and Gelfand, but he's 5-time world champion. So I don't know who the 5th guy is. I should know. Topalov, Kramnik, Gelfand, a tournament, unless it was 2 tournaments. I don't think he won 2 tournaments. Maybe. Who's the 5th guy? I don't know. Somebody in the chat will tell me. Yeah. All that stuff I said was true, but maybe there's a 5th person, if you can call them a person. Yeah. All right, so the thing that we did on Friday that was so popular, we're going to do it again. It'll be less popular this time, but, that's okay. Yeah. No, I don't trade stocks. I keep them. It's like Pokemon cards? I wouldn't do that. All right. No, it's not Exclaim Challenge. We're not doing that today. So if you have a game you want me to analyze, then put it in the chat, and then I'll analyze it. All right. Yeah, today's not viewer. We're not doing that. Yeah. Exactly. All right, Grandmaster Cool. Are you high rated enough to look at your game? I don't think so. All right, but we'll see what we can do. Open link in new tab. Oh yeah, let me open ChessBase so that I can do this. Do it. Okay. ChessBase is the worst, but it's the best I got. Okay, then I have to upload, or download, whatever it's called. Oh, I don't have to do that. I can just do this. Oh, well, that's good. Oh, that's better. Okay, we'll see if that works. I don't think it's going to work, but analysis board, start. This. All right, it did work. It's funny because nothing ever works. It's surprising that worked. Okay, so Grandmaster Cool 12345 pasted this in the chat and said, analyze this game. Let's see. Although he didn't say what the time control was. Okay, doesn't matter. It looks like the game was played online. Can you analyze a game? I can go find it if you want. What? Post your game in the chat and Ben might see it. I doubt it. Man. Can you analyze my game? Longtime viewer. Hello. Yeah. Ben Feingold versus Gelfand. Let's analyze that. I agree. Yeah. Okay, so Grandmaster Cool is white. He played the English, and they played the 4 knights. D3 is not the most popular move, but that's fine. Okay, D5. So we have a reverse Sicilian where the player who should have black has white, and therefore he's ahead of tempo. So this position is actually the same as the Sicilian position because the players made the same moves. The difference is it's not black's turn to move. So I've had black in this position 1,000,000 trillion times, right? And I never realized that his sister's the one who shot Andy. Or wait a minute. Anyway, so here white can play lots of different moves here and here and here. But in the game that we're looking at, it was the other person's turn to move, if you can call Grandmaster Cool a person. Okay? So this will be confusing for most of you. I mean, you guys don't even know to wear a mask, so you're always confused. But this is the same position, just colors reversed. Okay, so normally this side would be black and the other person's move. Okay, you played knight takes knight. That's not great. Because now, your opponent has 2 pieces out and you have 1. So now what's funny is when people make bad moves in the opening that aren't tactically bad, Tactically bad, I can explain, right? So, I mean, if black goes here, okay, it's white's move. So if white goes here, and my student says, why is that bad? And I'm like, put your mask back on. Then I would say, well, you're losing a knight, and you don't want to lose a knight. And half of my students are like, why not? All right. You can see why I stopped teaching chess. If white plays this move, I'm like, well, that gives a bishop away. And they're like, all right, I guess that grandmaster's right. Okay, however, when people make other moves that are bad, that don't lose material, what am I supposed to tell them? Okay, so what I tell them is, what have you learned to do in the opening? And they're like, what? You know, they don't understand when English words are put together. They understand things like y'all. You know, I live in the South. Anyway, so when you play the opening, you've had many people tell you, or you've heard, or you've read something like, get your minor pieces out, control the center, castle, stuff like that, right? And so this move, knight takes d5, it doesn't do any of that. You're not helping get your bishops out, you're not helping the center, and you're not castling. So the move doesn't make any sense. If you want to get your bishop out, you could play g3, or e3, or bishop d2. Those moves would make sense because you're helping yourself. This move actually helps black. Now black has two pieces out, and you have one, and you're white. So you shouldn't do that. Okay, g3 is legal. Shocking. Okay, bishop g4 is all right. I wouldn't play it, but it's all right. This is okay. Now, knight d4 is super aggressive. Very aggressive. Okay? Not great because instead of getting his king safe and developing his bishop, he's gone on the attack. And it's too early to attack, so white actually has a good position now. Black's playing too aggressive, and he's not getting these pieces out. He's moving all these other pieces again. Okay, so castles is correct. The first correct move of the game. Very good. Knight takes f3 is a bad move. And now white made a bad move. And it's hard to believe that this game is correct because white should play e takes f3 attacking the bishop. Then he can later play f4, the discovered attack. Bishop takes f3. Obviously, black should play bishop takes f3. But black played h5, hanging his queen. I need donations for moves like that. But the next move is much worse. So, 147ZCBM subscribed. Stop having such a crazy name. I can't read all that. All right. Yeah, unfortunately, white didn't take that queen. Look, I'm the one who always complains that you guys play really badly, so I don't want to hear you guys complain why the guy plays so badly. That's my complaint. All right, so black hung his queen, but white had a lot of respect. He's like, well, my opponent wouldn't hang his queen, so he played queen a4 check. All right, and then black played a good move, queen d7, saving his queen. Good, good. Okay, now white hung his queen. Sorgi9 subscribed. 9! Okay, he played bishop takes g4, hanging his queen. And black didn't take it. So probably that's also not good. All right, so takes, and then they traded queens. All right, now trading queens was an excellent idea for both players because now they can't hang their queen. So that's very advantageous. Yeah. Now, you know I said this on every stream. Most of the books and videos and coaches, when they teach you chess, the things that they talk about are too complicated. And you need to be good at simple things. And this is a good example of that. Black hung his queen. White didn't take it. White hung his queen. Black didn't take it. if you ever could take a free queen and both sides had chances to do so, you'd probably win more games. And you can't be hanging your queen. When your queen goes out to the 4th rank and the 5th rank and so forth, sometimes it's attacked. Yeah. Bits or Streamlabs? I don't know. Whichever way you want to donate. Yeah. Whichever is more fun for you. Either way is good. I don't know what the time control was, but the guy who played it does, maybe. Okay, so bishop d2, that's fine. Bishop c5 is fine. Bishop e3, I think white only thinks his bishop can go 1 square. That's fine. Bishop d4 is okay. These moves are reasonable. Now e3 is a very risky move. White has this nice pawn chain here, and when you play e3, you're messing up your pawn structure. So that's strategically not very good, but it's hard to explain. And actually, white doesn't want to take on d4 because his pawns would get messed up, and black could probably win them both. So the engine just moves the rook up with the intention of moving the other rook over and taking this pawn. And also the rook on h6 has a lot of good squares. So rook h6, rook h5 are really good moves. Taking's all right. Position's more equal now. Okay, never play f6. Boo, boo. f6 is actually a mistake because white wants to go here and take this pawn. And if white does go here, there's no defense to this pawn. And black should have thought twice about taking on e3 because it really activates white's rook. So that's not a good idea. So f6 is bad. If he plays either king e6 or one of the rooks to f8, then if rook f4, we can play f5. Now, f5 doesn't work. Okay, white didn't go here winning a pawn. That would be a good move. He played rook c1, which would be okay if he didn't win a pawn. c6, allowing this pawn to be attacked and captured again. It seems like neither player noticed that that pawn on g4 was weak and can't be defended. It's the closest thing to white's position, which we talk about a lot on the stream, the proximity. So if you are going to win something, it's probably the pawn on g4. And it turns out you can win the pawn on g4. It's very lucky. 500 centidues. Hooray. Etc. Go C.L. Smith. That game looks interesting. It's like one of my games. Terrible. Okay. The game concluded d4. It's not very good. King c7. Again, neither player seems to see that. d5. Not a good move because you have this weak pawn now. Yeah, rook e1's pretty passive. I would play basically any other move first, like rook here or attack this pawn. I don't want my rook behind this pawn defending it. That's too passive. Okay, f5 is good. f4 just hangs a pawn. So don't do that. Yeah, don't give your pawn away. Then the guy takes it. Now you're down a pawn. Then you hung another pawn. You don't do that either. All right. Then, not sure how black won this game. Maybe black didn't win this game. It's hard to believe black won. Did white win? Oh, white did win. That makes more sense. Yeah. All right. White gives a lot of checks. That's interesting. Okay. So white decided he was going to check every move for reasons I don't understand. I mean, you can just take this and you're up 3 pawns. Like that. Yeah, you don't have to just randomly give check every move. You can, but you don't have to. All right, then this rook c5 check is pretty bad because now your rook's attacked and g3. So rook c5 check was pretty bad. Just like you're just randomly checking. All right, still winning. Okay, now that move is a blunder, and now you're losing. Yeah. Okay, so your king is defending your rook, which is tenuous. You don't know what tenuous means, ask your grandfather or something. And then this is a skewer. So it's funny, rook g5 wins, and rook h5 does not win, which is pretty funny. Because after rook g5, the only way to save your rook is here, and then you have another skewer, again. But if you play rook h5, which was played, now you can't do that. You can't take and play rook g5 because it's defended. It's actually funny. So king e5 was losing because rook g5 check wins a rook, but he played the other way. And then he hung mate and won. Yeah. King here is actually pretty sneaky. Don't underestimate the sneaky, Mr. Deeds. Yeah, that's a good move. Yeah. And then he hung mate and won. Very suspicious. All right, so that wasn't the best game ever played. It's close. Second best game ever played. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of blunders in the games where one guy gives a queen away, another guy gives a queen away. There's a pawn that can be captured like 7 moves in a row. Black intentionally gives all his pawns away. Then white blunders a rook. Black doesn't win it. So there's not a lot of strategical ideas. There's just a lot of blundering. And when you're playing chess, if you blunder less and you punish blunders more, your rating goes up 1,000,000 points. But if you get better at chess strategically and positionally, your rating doesn't change because you keep hanging a queen. So that doesn't matter. All right, hooray, etc. It was typical. Yeah, I agree. It was a game. Yeah. All right, let's go back in the chat. I can't go back far enough, but, going back as fast. Yeah, I can't go back far enough. Let's see. Amazon wish list. That's not it. Waxy Shaw. He was next in line. You're so next. 95 versus 49. 95 is pretty good. That's pretty reasonable. You're so next. Da-da-da-da-da. All right, it's Waxy Shaw versus some kind of scotch with Z's in it. I don't know. All right, now when I copied and pasted the game from the link he gave, it said white played 95 and black played 49. Pretty reasonable, but not too reasonable. Pretty reasonable. Okay, then Noto is next. All right. So we have 2 knights. C3 is not a very common move because now black can take this pawn. So black should take this pawn. If you're not going to play knight g5, then d3 is the common move. Then you defend your e-pawn stuff. Okay. d5, that seems really dangerous. Taking a pawn seems better. All right. Takes is good. Takes is good. Castles is good. Bishop g4 is a bit aggressive when your king is on e8. It's probably better to move your bishop and castle. Bishop g4 is pretty aggressive. Okay, d4 is fine. Takes is fine. Rook e1 check is fine. Bishop e7 is excellent. Bishop g5 is legal. Castles is good. These moves are all good. I think the engine wants to take with this knight because it's safer. That's a safer move because you're defending this pawn here and taking the pressure off the knight. All right. Knight bd2 seems weird. This pawn just attacked. Take it. Yeah. Knight bd2 seems pretty bad. Bishop takes f3 doesn't make any sense to me. The engine says it's fine, but I mean just taking this is good for black. Taking a knight that's pinned is not a good idea. Okay, rook e8's not a good move. You should take this. Rook e8 is an extra bad move when there's a bishop on c4, and you got this action going on. You definitely don't want you want your rook on f8 because f7 can get crushed. So that's rook e8's quite a bad move. Yeah, actually it loses a piece tactically, which I didn't notice, but the engine notices it. Rook e8 actually loses a piece. It's actually worse than I thought. That's saying something. So now the queen is overworked. It's defending the rook and the knight. So taking this just wins a piece. Tactics 101. If you take with the knight, we trade rooks and the knight's hanging. There's a free knight. And if you take with the queen, then I take this knight, removing the defender of the queen. And after here, you play this Zug, and then white's up a piece. Here, Papa John's. Yeah. All right, so rook e8 actually loses a piece to bishop takes knight, but white didn't notice that and took the pawn instead. I don't care about that. All right, knight g6, which just hangs the piece straight out. So this piece is the closest to white's position, and it's attacked twice, and then black undefended it. So the most obvious move is c6, because then you defend the knight that's being attacked twice. Then it's got equal. The second best move, according to the engine, is here, which is funny, defending the f7 and breaking the pin. But c6 is the obvious move. 999. Go Heinz Superman. Identity unstolen. Great. So c6 is the obvious move, then about equal. All right, then he hung a piece, so you took it. Good. Then he hung f7 with check. You have two ways to take it, and you retreated your bishop. Terrible. Yeah, so, I mean, just taking this and taking this is just winning immediately. All right, you're winning anyway, but all right, he gave up this again. Okay, and you have forced mate, and you played it. Yay. Yeah, your opponent wasn't very concerned about f7 or his knight. That's funny. You had your bishop and your queen here attacking these two squares, and your opponent didn't care at all. He gave up d5, he gave up f7. He's like, yeah, whatever. All right. So that was a good game except for one thing. You played all right, but you could have won a piece earlier. Opening play was a little iffy, etc. Mainly, etc. All right, next is Noto. My first OTB game ever, pre-COVID against an FM. Were you white or black? What? Did you win or lose? Nobody knows. Let's see. How do I paste a game? I can't really see your chat because I'm way up in the chat, so I can play the games over in order. So I don't know what you guys are saying. Just, donate and trains and stuff, the usual. Invalid PGN. What's invalid about it? Let's see. Let me look at it and I'll see what's wrong with it. All right, what's wrong with it? That's good, that's good. Bishop d3, b6, castles. Yay, it's Karen. f3, c5, rook c1, rook c8, cd, knight d. Bishop g3, knight c5, bishop b1, a6, b4. Aha! I see what it says 20. So you in the PGN that you sent me, Noto, 20 rook takes c3 and then moves 21 to 30, you're gone. So yeah, you gotta fix that. All right, next. Next, what's the next game? Next game is should be doing my thesis. You just sent me garbage. That's not a PGN. It's ridiculous. Okay, Team Max sent me lead chess. So we'll skip over that. No lead chess here. Moobots trolling. Enrique Mazzetto, with a name like that, we got to look at his game. He doesn't say anything about the game. He just pasted this. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if he's white, if he's black, what the time control is. I know nothing. I just look at the game. All right, so far so good. Good. Great. Yep, that is all theory. Okay, this is a lot of super GM games play like this. F5 is probably not a good move. The engine doesn't like it, but I don't remember that move being played ever. Because the bishop wants to go to g4 a lot, so you're putting pressure on d4. So I don't like f5. That gives him a passed pawn, and it really kills our bishop. Okay, this seems good. This seems good. That's good. Knight e2 is legal. Wouldn't call it good. g5 is good. f4 is good. All right, we're taking advantage of our f5 move. Always retreat. These moves are all excellent. The engine prefers white, but it's close. Then it preferred black. It wants to play g4. Then it says h6. It keeps changing its mind. $15, Anton Pogushin. Now it says h6 is forced. All right. Takes, I like. Open up that h line. I agree. Queen a4 is a weird move, but all right. Attacks the c6 pawn and the bishop. All right. Saves it. Queen c6 looks reasonable. The engine wants to play rook h6 or the insane knight takes g5, which I would never consider. That's ridiculous. Okay, queen c6 is the best. Rook e8, that's no good. Okay, that queen's annoying. You got to get rid of that queen. That's no good. So queen e8 is the best move. Then you defend your bishop, you force a queen trade, and you got this active, play here. You got two bishops. King's a little funny. If you don't trade queens, you could get in trouble really quickly. Your king's got no protection. So rook e8 is not good. That's a very bad move. Okay, rook h6, queen d7, traded queen's good. Knight takes g5 is good. Knight takes g5 is good. And after this, it says the game is over, but the engine says white is slightly better. And it looks like black resigned because black's losing like 2 or 3 pawns. But actually, black has 2 bishops. Black can take over the h file. Black can pressure f4, d4. So this is not resignable. So the game was okay, but never resign. I mean, so many students I told never to resign to, then they resign all the time. All the time. The 2 biggest mistakes my students make, and that's saying something. That's a bold statement. Is I tell them never resign, never offer a draw, and all of my students resign and offer draws. They have good listening skills. I don't teach anymore. And most of my students deny it. They're like, oh no, I never resign or offer a draw. After they show me a game where they offered a draw and then resigned when they were better. And I'm like, well, what? All right, so this position's not resignable. The game should continue here, rook h8, threatening here. And, I got 2 bishops. These pieces haven't moved yet. King's no good. D-pawn's weak. The engine says white's slightly better. If you play king g1 to stop mate, I can double up on the bubble up and try to mate you anyway. Now, if I was black, I'd be pretty unhappy losing all my pawns. But the engine's like, got some counterplay. Okay, very suspicious game. Very suspicious. Thanks for sending it. It was better than the other games. Yeah. All right, nothing. 99 cents. All caps. Oh, wait. Is this enough? I played it as white. Is this enough? Oh, 99 cents? No. Okay, let's look at this game. It's doing an analysis of the game, and it won't do it because it's not good enough to do it. I don't know. It's Grisman versus Franz 1. It's Hans and Franz. 200 centidues. Hooray. Thank you, Grungewart. Still, we haven't had a train. Boo. Yay, people are actually buying stuff, I think. Output Coupler bought something. Ridiculous. Thank you. The more merch you buy, the more money we have. So, yeah. All right, let's do an analysis board. And then this game, you guys sent this game in. All right. This is all caps. Oh, wait. I was white in a chess club game under 1,300 in real life. Daily. Oh, wait. Maybe what's IARC? Oh, if I recall correctly. You don't recall correctly. Okay. Okay, so all the games are the same. All right, we have a Ruy Lopez. Steinitz variation. Yeah, knight takes d4 is not a good move. Yeah, then black doesn't have any development. I'm putting the white's queen on d4. Yeah, I mean, black's got this action going on. White's position's great. Okay, c5 is very anti-positional. It weakens d5 permanently, weakens d6. It's not a good move. Yay, a train! 1,000 centidues. Go, Ben. From Plato, 27881. What's 27881? Is that like... Let's see. I can't understand what it stands for. I guess I shouldn't know. Okay, queen e3 is not the best because you're blocking the bishop. So queen d3 would be better. Not blocking the bishop. Okay, still good for white. h6 is just a waste of time. Shouldn't do that. Knight g4. Oh, God. Yeah, your king is here. Don't play knight g4. Man, finally you defended d5. Then you're like, I don't want to defend that. It's terrible. All right, so knight g4 is not good. Bishop f6 is good. And now you hung a piece. Okay, now you were white, the person who sent me this game. Okay, and maybe you're black now. You're like a reverse Michael Jackson. Okay, so the person who has the black pieces, I've noticed, they like to play one-move threatening moves. Then when you meet their threats, they're like, aw. So they played c5 attacking your queen. They played knight g4 attacking your queen. Both of these moves were bad. And now they hung a piece by attacking your queen again. No respect for you. And you took. And now you're up a piece. Yeah. All right. And you're up a piece. And I assume nothing interesting happened at that point. Knight c7 check? All right. Yeah, here you want to play knight d5 because your knight's really good on d5. Now your knight's trapped. And now you gave your knight away. Yeah, so that's terrible what you did. So instead of him, when he takes, you take a piece. Instead of you taking a piece, see, let me show you what I mean. You take a piece. You see that? Instead of you taking a piece, you took a rook and gave up a knight. So you won the exchange instead of winning a bishop. Now you're winning, but it's closer. Still winning. Not sure what your king march is all about, but I like it. All right, this is the game that doesn't end. It just goes on and on. You doubled up on the bubble up. Good. Some people start... Yeah, your rooks are better than his rooks. God damn. Rook there? What? Rook takes f7 check. Ooh, parry. Rook f7 that he played wasn't the best because you play rook a7 check winning his rook. That would have been better. Instead, you traded. Very suspicious. I assume you had no further difficulties. Pretty good technique. Pretty good. Not too good. Pretty good. King c4, king c3. Interesting play by your opponent. All right. You made the incredibly easy look almost impossible. Then you played king d4, and he resigned. Oh, he didn't resign. Oh, this is analysis. Good analysis. All right. So that game wasn't great, but when you were winning, you made it less winning by giving away some material with your knight b5 to c7 to a8. Then you didn't play rook a8 check, rook a7 check, winning his rook. Whenever you have a check or a capture for you or your opponent, you have to see it. Like if your opponent has a check and you're like, oh no, then you did something wrong. And you had a check there and neither one of you saw it, rook a7 check. All right, the hype train is at 0%, which is like 3.14% less than I like because I was thinking of having some pie. So yeah, you guys, yeah, you do something about that. There we go. There we go, 11%. D-Rush. Yeah, that didn't work, D-Rush. Your comment is oh, there it is. There's your comment. All right. D rush. All right, it's D rush. Okay, and then we need more help on the train here. We need 5 subs stat, mainly stat. Let's see here, 20, 31, carry the 1. CL Smith's game. All right. There we go. I don't know what it was, but thanks. 500 centidues. Choo choo. Hooray. Go 500 centidues. Thanks, Plato. All right, we need something. 99%. That's actually funny. 314 centidues. Then Yellow Rubber Ducky gifted 5 subs. Rubber Ducky, you're the one. All right, wait a minute. This says Grisman again? What? What's going on here? Didn't I just look at this guy's game? Yeah. Okay, CL Smith's game, we'll do that now, because we already did this guy's game. CL Smith. Oh, it always just has, so I have to get rid of this. Okay, I see what I did. I'll get back to your game next. The person whose game I stopped looking at. Frankly, terrible. Okay, this is CL Smith's game from yesterday. CL Smith was white. He asked me to analyze it. All right. So far, everybody's playing better than perfect. Bishop e6 is a little inelegant because you're blocking this file. It doesn't lose the game. It's just not the most accurate move. It's all right. They're playing it now. They want to play knight bd7. I think Fabi likes to play it. Boo, Fabi. I can't argue with Fabi. He's too good. All right. So far, so boring. Good, good. Yay, some noises that I like. 200 centidues. Thanks, Noto. You made a mistake. I was black. Okay. You played H3. Yeah, I have met Claude Shannon. I think Claude Shannon died when I was a baby, so no. Never met him. Okay, Queen H4 is not a good move. Castles is good. H5 is interesting. Knight F4 is very good. Yeah, black's not doing well here because this is very suspicious. He's attacking with nothing. Okay, and that actually loses the game. The engine says everything wins now for white. The move you played also wins. Knight takes e6 is the... Whatever, your move wins. I won't complain if you make a winning move. Okay, now you were crazy like Fox News. Now, CL Smith's move is fine. It's fine, but it's very dangerous. Very dangerous. So, if you're going to take here, you could take on e6 first so the bishop doesn't have any play. Your move wins, so I'm not going to complain. Played a little bit. HG4. You play King G2, that's fine. Castles is fine. You're just up a piece. Now that you have Rook H1, he has like no compensation. Okay, you play Queen A4. That's fine. King B8's fine. Rook H1's fine. Bishop F5 is fine. You play Queen B4. That's fine. That's fine. You're just up a knight. So you're winning. Queen F5 is good. Okay, now in this position, you have to decide whether you're going to play knight E5 or knight F4. And they're about the same. I think I would have played knight E5 also. I think you chose the same way I would have chose. Knight E4 threatening Queen F2 mate. And here you panicked. Okay, and your panicking was actually correct. When I say it's correct, it's the wrong move, but it's the only way you can avoid playing F3, so I give you kudos. White's winning by just taking and playing F3. Then you're up a knight. There's no compensation. You're just up a knight. So, takes. He has a pawn, I guess. I don't know. All right, and you're winning because you're winning. Okay, and you thought that was risky. Your king is a little exposed, so you played the move F4, which turns out to be quite bad. In fact, after f4, you're losing. So f4 is the losing move. After knight e4, you're winning. Probably you were a little more glib than I would have been about his attack. You were like, whatever. So you moved your queen over here. And that's, if you're going to stop his attack, having your queen somewhere here would make more sense. Queen b4 just ignores his attack. And then at some point you got scared because he's threatening mate in 1. Obviously, if your queen was on e2, he would have nothing. So his attack was nothing, you're right, but then you got scared and you blundered. f4 is a blunder, now you're actually lost. Probably, since you're watching my stream, you didn't know the en passant rule, even though you're like 1900, 2000. Hard to understand. Yeah, now actually black's winning. Yeah, because queen g4 is crushing. Your opponent didn't play queen g4, which would be winning. Your opponent played g5, and now you're winning again. Queen g4 threatening this, so you have to take. That's forced. He takes, and queen e2. He's coming in. Wherever your knight moves, queen e2 check is crushing. You're actually losing here. But he didn't do that. He played g5, so now you're winning again. Rook h8 is a mistake, giving up the h-file. I don't know why you did that. Maybe you're not even here watching. You can't give up the h-file. Then he takes it, he has the h-file. You can't do that. Anyway, knight takes e4 would be winning just like it was before. Getting rid of his only attacking piece. All right, now I don't know, man. The engine says it's equal, but I would rather probably have black here because your king is too exposed. Yeah, you should have just traded knights and not played rook takes h1. Okay, now your opponent blundered. Brian Lamont just subscribed. Your opponent has 3 possible moves. Check, queen e4, and d4. And he chose the wrong one. Queen here check is a draw because when the king moves and you take the knight attacking this knight and this knight moves, you have queen h2 check. But he took this way and now you're winning again. But here you made a horrible, horrible, horrible blunder. Unbelievable blunder. Mouse slip. I'm not saying C.L. Smith is even here. But now, if C.L. Smith is here, you made a mouse slip. Okay, I mean, knight g1, you stop rook h3, you stop queen h3, you stop queen f3, Papa John's. After knight g1, you're winning. He's got nothing. And you played knight h2. Oh my God, knight h2. What? What's happening? So the game was up and down as far as who was winning or better. Mainly white was winning. And black had an attack, which didn't work. And then you played knight h2. Knight h2 is an incredible blunder. Right? I mean, you're rated like 2,000 and you play knight h2. I mean, what? It's queen h3 check resigns. You can't do that. Yes, you got to play knight g1. This is very much like no limit hold'em poker. Okay? The guy's bluffing, and then you should call his bluff with knight g1, but you play knight h2 and folded. Terrible. The problem was you had king queen off. Your king's on white and your queen's on dark square. So you have king queen off, no good. Okay, and then he got a queen on the river, so you lost. Those jokes don't make a lot of sense, but it's a joke. That's the jokes we got. Yep. Yeah, knight h2 was just. Now, I've said this on many streams, in many of my lessons, in my dreams. When I'm in the shower, I say it all the time. Most chess games are lost because of incredible blunders. $10, 1 cent. Thanks for the palindromic donation. Panicalese. Don't panic so much. Most games aren't decided because one guy plays well and the other guy plays badly. Especially when it's like women playing. They're never decided by that. Okay? Because they're not guys. Games are decided because both sides play random legal moves and then one guy hangs his queen. Or mate. Or whatever. And this game was similar to that. There were just too many blunders. But knight h2 is a colossal blunder. Frankly, terrible. Yeah. And this explains why most people don't understand, COVID and mask wearing. We call them COVIDiots. And by we, I mean I made that up in the car coming here. All right, good game except for one thing. Okay, that's wrong. That's wrong. 100 puzzles a day. Hi, Ben. Did you meet Claude Shannon? No. I'm like 20 minutes behind in the chat because if I actually follow the chat and then I go back up to see the games you posted, they're gone. The chat only goes for so far. But if I stay with the chat and I don't scroll down, I can see the chat forever until then. All right. Hi, Ben. This is a classical game. No. Okay. Is this game Trump Biden? Chess.com. How do I get my game analyzed by Ben? Pillowy Rocket. Well, you're a rocket man, so we'll analyze that game. Okay, we got the game here. It's Rufus and Doofus. Doofus won this game. I don't understand what's going on here. I'm really messing up. Having a lot of trouble. Not sure why exactly. All right, this isn't going to work, but, it's like the Weight Gainer 3000. Lucky for you, this stuff don't wake. All right, seems to have worked. Okay, black played 96.2, it says, and white played 78.9. So it sounds like black was cheating. Let's see. Pillowy Rocket. I know nothing about the game. All I know is Pillowy Rocket. I don't know who Pillowy Rocket is. All right. So we got a Slav. Knight BD7 is a little inaccurate. It blocks the bishop. So it's okay. Now you should take and get into a good exchange Slav with the knight here. But he played here. G6 is okay. I would play E6, transposing into normal semi-Slav. This is all right. Just passive for black. Black's hung a pawn. All right. After queen b3, your pawn's attacked because I said so. One of the reasons your pawn's attacked is because the knight's blocking the queen. So you should play either e6 or knight b6 or take. But you just gave your pawn away. Or maybe you were white, then you won a pawn. Good job. All right, so white's a pawn up in an endgame. Bishop g4 looks really bad because of knight e5. See, this is what we call wood pushers, even though it says one guy played 96. It's just random legal moves. Then when the opponent moves, you're like, oh, God. So far, that's how black is playing. Black just making a legal move. Then when his opponent moves, he's like, what? Why'd my opponent move? Typical. Bishop g4 is just terrible because after here, you got to, figure out what to do. So he figured this out. Yeah. All right, so white's just winning. White's up a pawn, better pawn structure. Papa John's. That move's pretty bad because once I take this and take this, white's pawn structure is ruined. So you should move your bishop somewhere else where your pawn structure doesn't get ruined. All right, black's not punishing white by destroying his pawn structure and equalizing. And white forced it. Never play f3. Terrible. I mean, you can easily just take this and white's pawns are in shambles. All right, so white's back to winning again. That's a very bad move. You're fighting for the c file. You guys always give up the files. You do it every game. Just king f2, defending e3, Magnus Carlsen. All right. Now the rook infiltrates, of course. Threatening g2. Tough threat. Here. Takes. Got to take here. You got to. And he didn't. He took this. Oh, he did take that. That's what I mean is he did take that. Check. Bishop g3 is good. Rook g1, hanging mate in 1. All right. See, in that game, the mistakes the players made was they make a move and no idea what their opponent's going to do. Not even trying. This is the problem with a lot of class players. They have no class. They make a move, and then their opponent makes a really obvious winning move, and they're like, oh. And sometimes they force it. They're like, let's see, my opponent has knight f2 mate. Let's attack his knight. So he plays knight f2 mate. And I'm like, what? I mean, rook g1, self-mating your king. I mean, come on. Yeah, hopefully you were black. All right. Still, that was better than most of the games I look at, I must say. 5-minute time control. Okay, I looked at that game. I have a game. Spencer said good game. I don't have premium. Yo, Benjamin, interesting to hear your thoughts. Benjamin, important lessons. And then the game just ends for no reason. Not sure why the game cut off. What? Go, Ben. Let's see, I looked at that game. Which player was Trump? Daily game, I had white from the ace deuce. All right, ace deuce. Let's see how well you pasted it. I think the answer is going to be fries. Don't forget to donate. Some of you forgot. You can cheer. You can buy merch. You can, whatever. You can do trains. All right, I pasted it. This is ace deuce. Daily game, he had white. All right. All right, good. These moves are good. I agree with all these moves. Yep. I think I've had black in this position, unfortunately. What color were you? White. All right, white's better. Good. Good. What incoming call from what? Well, I don't even have anything. What is this? Is this Skype? I didn't know I had Skype. What? I don't even know what this is. I don't know what service that is. Does this computer have Skype? What? Does Skype exist still? Incoming call. All right. What? Incoming call from how? From what service? What's happening? All right. It's funny, though. Okay. So, let's see. What's open on this computer? And the guy just won't stop calling. How do I block him forever? That could be on Discord. Could be. Yeah. 209 centidues. Yay. Pretty sure it's Discord. Thanks for the 209 centidues. Thank you. Okay. How do I get rid of this? I don't even know what this is. I don't even know how they're calling me. I don't know what service it is. I turn my computer on, I stream, I leave. I don't know. Damn. Well, that's annoying. I'm being attacked. OBS. Skype signed in. All right, why am I signed into Skype? I've never used Skype on this computer. Has anybody ever used Skype before? What? All right, it looks like I fixed it. Okay, hooray for Ben. Bishop d6. Castles is good. All these moves are good. This is ridiculous. I've never been so mad. Both sides castled. Both sides got all their pieces out. Most of them were in the center, controlling the center. The engine says it's about equal. All right. Okay, now white made a very risky choice here, which doesn't mean it's bad. It's just risky. You played bishop takes e4. Pretty risky. The engine says it's okay. All right. I just don't like giving up my bishops. I like my bishops. So white's a pawn up, and black has the two bishops. What else? Okay, queen e8. That's a good move. Let's see. a5. Yeah. The point of a5 is to play bishop a6, because then you're attacking this. That's the purpose. It's pretty obvious to me that black is cheating, by the way. So ace deuce, your opponent's using an engine to help himself. I'm not sure if that's cheating in daily chess, but queen e8 and a5 aren't moves that low-rated players play. Those are engine moves. So your opponent's not playing fairly if using an engine is unfair. So that's why you lost. Your game's fine, but if he plays an engine move every move, probably he started out playing his own moves. Then he was like, let's just use the engine and win. So, Okay, rook e1. I'm not saying you're not using an engine. Maybe you're using an engine too. But black is definitely using an engine. Okay. And then h6 is a weird move. Stop using the engine. Oh, no, h6 is the engine move. I would never consider h6. Queen h5. Good. This is 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 good. Queen c7. You have to take a rook because it's a rook. It doesn't matter if it loses. You can't go here because you're down a bishop. You can't just be down a bishop. Yeah, after here, the engine actually says that it draws the right result. Black has great compensation for an exchange, but you can't not take the rook. You can't just be down a bishop. That's losing. This might lose. It doesn't, but it might. But any other move does lose. It's 100% you lose if you don't take the rook. You have to take the rook. All right, that's just crazy move. Okay, your opponent continued with his engine. Rook f2, good. Okay, king e3, rook f8. Yeah, I mean, you can't beat the engine anyway, but you might have drawn if you had taken. Queen d2, queen b2, and queen f6. And you resigned, yeah. Okay, so black was definitely using an engine that game for like the last 15 moves. So, but you still could have drawn by taking his rook. So you played pretty well. Good job. Yeah, I wouldn't play that guy again if you don't want to play somebody who uses the engine. That's my advice to you. All right. We'll skip lead chess. Good game by black. Nice engine play. Let's see. There, looked at that game. Here's a game of two 1400s. All right, looked at your game. Let's see. Woohoo. Where was the C.L. Smith game? Is there a line? This is the C.L. Smith game. Does Vishy wear a wig? Yeah, Wishy's hair on his head has been fake for like 20 years. You haven't seen Anand's hair in 20 years. No. A 3-minute game where I beat Hikaru and his head exploded on stream. Not sure what that means, so we'll skip that. Let's see. Why people submit wins, suspicious. I have no money. I'm swollen, you womanizer. Interested in sponsoring, extra bad. This is like 25 minutes ago, this chat. It's interesting to me now. Anand is 51. Actually, he won't be 51. And you're right. He'll be 51 in December. My bad. I linked the wrong game. Mistake. We just got a merch purchase, but it didn't happen. You know who you are. Good job, Karen. Show yourself. It would be interesting to do blah, 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 blah. It would be interesting, blah, blah, blah. This was played, blah, blah, blah. Classical last summer. It's high ride. All right, let's have a look from Higher Ride. Give me a higher ride. Dun, 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 dun. Man, do I sing better than Steve Winwood? I think anybody does. Bam! Gotcha, traffic. Okay, so this is a game that this guy sent. Okay, we got a, Philidor kind of position. Okay, good for white. Excellent. D5 exclamation. I think A4 is a mistake. Because, yeah, they want to play D5, bishop C5. Some tricky line. So I think A4 is just bad. And then, yeah, I think black's already better because bishop C5 is annoying. Yeah, this is already bad for white. White's king is no good. Yeah, A4 didn't help. God damn. And then some. If white had played bishop D2 and moved his queen somewhere, he could castle now. Or bishop E3. But instead, he's just getting crushed. Yeah, he played queen D4, queen D1, queen D3, A4. Yeah, this idea with D5, bishop C5 is common in this particular variation. Okay, he attacked. Knight D1, that's pretty passive. A5 is not really with the theme of the position. Queen E7's good. B6 takes. Okay, A5 is... The engine says A5 is the best move, so Looks like more engine play here. Good. Not a move I would ever consider. Knight g5, threatening mate. Not really threatening mate. Knight gf6, that's correct. Queen e7, that's correct. Bishop d2. C takes d5. King f1. b6, now you're talking. Every move wins here for black because pieces are all hanging. Terrible. b6. c4, that's explosive. Bishop b7 resigns. Yeah, that game, black played a lot like an engine. So you played really well. Excellent. Classical time controls. Maybe that's why it was a classical time control, so you played really well. So black did really well. Black castled early. Black got all of his pieces out, and white never castled. And when you play e4 and f4, when you're white, you don't play a4. You're trying to get some kingside attack or some center attack. And with his king on e1, he needed to escape. Probably white was unfamiliar with the d5, bishop c5 idea. Anyway, black's play was very engine-like, so if you didn't use an engine, then you're pretty good. Pretty good. Very good play by black. Excellent. Too good. In too good of shape. Yeah, but white played e4, f4, d4, a4, c4, made about 10 queen moves, and didn't move his rooks, and played king f1. And somehow he lost. Black's, though, look at black. Now it's very morphy, right? Great. Beautiful. That's the greatest thing that's ever happened. Maybe my standards are too low. All right. Good game by black. Agreed. Daily game, I had white. Okay, we looked at that. This is the game we looked at that. Ben doesn't follow links. Okay, that's nonsense. Spencer says go Karen. Karen says go Spencer. 10 moves are not important. I looked at that game already. You don't need those moves. 100% accuracy if you take out the middle. Good. E4, E5. Rook H2 mate, move 30. Very good, Lycat. Here are your thoughts about my game. All right. My thoughts are black played too well. So if you were black, play better people. I was black. The real Greg. All right, the real Greg. Game ended in a draw. Boo. It's the real Greg. Where's the real Slim Shady? Somewhere. Let's see. I was black. All right. Got a Scotch Gambit. 2 knights, 3 knights. 3 times a mate. Bishop takes f7. That looks totally crazy. Okay. Yeah, black's up a piece. Did white resign here? No? Okay. Threaten mate. And you saw it. Did white resign here? No? Okay. All right. Black's up a piece and like 2 pawns. What? All right, so in this position, white was hoping for rook takes and queen check. So the game's over if like bishop e6 or c6. I mean, any move just wins immediately. If it was white's move, then white has no good move. Well, okay, taking the knight's probably okay. Anyway, black blundered here. Instead of playing c6 or bishop e6 winning, followed by taking the knight. Although I guess bishop e6 might just win the queen. Oh, I guess he could take this. Okay. Anyway, he played this very bad move, which is still winning. And yeah, he's still winning. Black's still way up material. Queen e8's good. Good. And black just has 2 pieces for a rook. Yeah, I would definitely play bishop f5. Attack c2 gets the bishop out. d3's all right. Okay, here you agreed to a draw, but white should resign here. This is completely winning for black. Black has 2 pieces for a rook. Black has a passed pawn on d3. White's pieces are terrible. The engine says black's +3. So white made a lot of unsound sacrifices that game. You didn't refute them the best way, but you refuted them good enough. Then you agreed to a draw. Breaking my rule, never agree to a draw. Not the wheel cheered 500 centidues. He had the ace, deuce, 3, 4, but he couldn't get the 5 on the river. No wheel. Yeah, you at home, don't resign, don't offer a draw. Don't do any of that stuff. Just play chess. And also, don't play chess, because I've seen those games. Terrible. Yeah. But yeah, you guys are always resigning and offering draws. Don't do that. I watch all of Ben's streams. Here's the fixed score. Fixed. Never been so mad. I'm supposed to believe this is the fixed score? 100 centidues, I believe anything. All right. It's from Noto. He said, here's the fixed score. All right. So this looks like it's good. It's great. Everybody's playing great. I'm not a fan of B6. I think the knight should go to F8 and the bishop should go out this way. So I don't like B6, bishop B7 because the pawn's already here, just blocked forever. So I don't like that move. Not a big fan of F3 in this position because I don't like the way black's playing. So I don't think white should play a normal way and open this bishop up. Probably knight G3 is good because F5 is so weak. Okay, C5 is good. Rook C1's legal. Rook C8's legal. Bishop F4 is barely legal. Black should be playing knight H5 at all times here to get rid of that bishop. The taking is very anti-positional, but here with white already playing F3, you can basically get away with anything. Knight H5 is good. I wonder if taking with a pawn is better. It's got to be because the bishop can retreat then. Yeah, this is much better, taking with a pawn. That way the bishop can escape. Yeah, now the knight has C5. The bishop on F4 is trapped. So taking with a pawn was better. All right, now black's better. Black has the 2 bishops. He has the fatales. Knight F5. Bishop G5. That's a strange move. Bishop F6 is just the bishop controls the center. Bishop's great. G5 is weird. B4 is weakening the C3 knight a lot. Not a big fan of that. Queen D3, good. Threatening some cheapo. Didn't fall for it. Super aggressive. I like bishop F6. All right. Yeah, now black should play rook C4, and that just attacks 2 pawns. This pawn's attacked, this pawn's attacked. That's why I didn't like B4. After rook C4, black's just crashing through, taking some of these pawns. Rook E8's all right. A3 is good, defends the B pawn. Bishop A2 seems okay. Rook E1 seems all right. Rook C4, always sack the exchange. Rook C4 is actually a good move. Because if he takes, you take with the D pawn, D4 is indefensible, and the bishop is free. So bishop takes probably actually a mistake. He didn't do that. He played knight E2. That's a good move. Rook C7, king F2. Walking his king into the, initiative here. Now the engine says white's winning because H5 was a bad move, weakening G6. Now black should just play G5, and black's king is perfectly safe. It's a perfectly cromulent position. But instead he played here, and now actually white's better. And in this position, strangely, you should play bishop G5, or whoever black was, because knight F4 is crushing. So it's funny how you weakened all these squares with the move H5. Because if you could play HG now, you would be fine. But you can't play HG. And you blunder by taking this way. H5 FG is like a blunder, like it's encapsulates one blunder. Because now after knight F4, you can't defend the white squares here. Now white's winning. So black had a great position, and then black played H5, which is a mistake. Then black blundered by not playing G5, allowing this knight to come in here. Too much pressure. So king G7 is a blunder. FG5 is a huge blunder. FG6. And now it's over. You can't stop all these threats. So white wins. Yay, go somebody. And then you lost your queen and so forth. Yeah. So, yeah, up until here, black was better. after white was getting outplayed. And then h5 and g5 is necessary. You can't let him play knight f4. You got to stop your opponent from activating their pieces. Yeah, pushing pawns in front of your king is risky. But it's funny how the knight got to go to these squares when it looks like it's illegal. But black hooked him up. Now it's over. That was quick. This is why you never play f6. If in some position it was like this, and black had played f6, you could see how knight f4 is crushing. Takes g6 and e6. This is just very similar. By forcing black to play f takes g6, he's getting crushed. So white was better, then black was better, and then black made like 3 mistakes in a row and resigned. So if you were white, good job. If you were black, then, sorry. Truth hurts. Karen's the best. He resigned. It would be interesting to hear your thoughts about this game. I resign every day. Resigning's good. Marginally butter. My videos are the best. That's correct. 200 centidues. I already said that. Karen said, "Aw, thank you." Bong Cloud. I sent the fixed score. More nonsense in the chat. I already... HYRRYDE. I sent the game like 700 times. That's good. Plato's 1,000 centidu, which he did like 40 minutes ago. I'm just seeing it now. Mr. Josko, 100 centidues. Market Sands, 100 centidues. Cubed Gouda Jr. Good name. That's a good name. Just don't touch me or my wife. But yeah. Don't be groping us now. If you do, I'm going to talk to Walter Gropius. And that'll show you. Because you never heard of him. There's like 2 people on this stream who heard of Walter Gropius. So those 2 people got the joke. There wasn't really a joke. I just wanted to say his name. Okay, it's T-Mac 12390. Go T-Mac. You're the best T-Mac I've ever heard of. Yay, I like money. Hooray. 300 centidues from Sorgi9. All right. This T-Mac game. Oh, he said he's white. Okay. T-Mac's white. Okay. 2 knights. Good. Good. H3 is a little passive, but all right. I'll give you a break. All right. That's pretty boring. Good. Really, really boring. Okay. Now it's not boring. And you should take on G5. Very good. Yeah. That's a big attack you got. Okay. He wants to play F4, but it's illegal, which didn't stop me when I was 9. It's actually a story. So you play King H1, getting, When I was 9, I was playing a slow-rated game, and I played F4. And my opponent thought for about a minute, and I realized my king was in check. He didn't. And I said, "Oh, my king is in check." And I put my pawn back on F2, hit the clock back, and played King H1. And he didn't say anything. I won that game, too. So I barely could play legal moves at 9. All right, you played F4, going for it. Bishop E3 is an excellent move, refuting F4. That's a really good move. Otherwise, black can get in trouble here. That's like the greatest move in all of chess history. Because that's such a good move, F4 is actually a mistake. That's amazing how strong Bishop E3 is, because you're pinning the F pawn. So you unpinned your F pawn, but at the same time, now you're just down a piece. And then you resigned. Okay, good game. No, you didn't resign. Okay, G3, Queen H6. Every move an engine move, amazing. Queen G4 check. King H7. Takes G8. Queen E2. Wow. Rook G3. Rook G3. Exclam. Rook takes H3. Well, that looks pretty good. That's amazing how well black played after the F4 mistake. Great play by black. Rook H8, exclam. King G7, mate. Very good. Excellent. Yeah. Anyway, black obviously used an engine in this game at this point. So T-Mac, in this position, your opponent started using an engine, unless he used one earlier. He might have been using an engine the whole game, But here he started using an engine, your opponent. Yeah. And he played perfect every move the rest of the game. So, sorry. Yeah. Anyway, very, very instructive from black. Bishop e3. Everything he did was instructive. Now, in this position, king h1, f4 is probably wrong. You have to play more slowly. c3, queen f3. But yeah, I mean, I would play king h1, f4 also. I probably would miss bishop e3 in a blitz game. But yeah, f4 is probably the losing move. And then the engine really took you apart. God damn. You had no hope. The engine was crushing you. Too good. Every move black made was perfect. Now here, queen f3 is more obvious to me, but I mean, knight d4 is crushing. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Really good play by black. So you had a good attack, but you missed bishop e3, how strong it was pinning your f-pawn, which basically ended your attack. I have a lot of bad memories with black in these piece sacrifices where they're pinning my knight. It never works out for me. But I'm not an engine, so yeah. Speed, NC, population 74. What? Oh, it's a zip code? I mean, an area code? I mean, a zip code? Yeah. PGN too long. LOL, MAWKI. All right, let's see what you got. It's a chess game, and you had the black pieces. All right. All right, it worked. No, it's too many moves. Boo. All right, it says both players played great. There's something. 98%. It's analyzing your game. I don't want to analyze your game. Let the computer do it. All right, don't forget another train. More trains, etc. Let's see. 0 blunders, 0 missed wins. Black played 93.5 and white played 85.6. Sounds good. 200 centidues. It's not your zip code, just random numbers. All right. Okay, this is LOL MAWKI. He sent me this game. He's black. Okay, nobody blundered yet. Shocking. I mean, I would never play e4. And get your bishop out. A couple of good squares. Pawn's hard to defend. Damn, harsh. Knight g4. Okay. Don't understand that one. Bishop f5. All right, so white's up a pawn. Good. Don't really get knight g4. c3 is pretty weakening, giving all the squares away. God damn. c3 is not a good move. Rook d3. Making sure the rook gets attacked later. All right. Always retreat. And he doubled up on the bubble up. Good. Man, white likes e4 for his knight. He does it a lot. Yeah, bishop there's a mistake. He has to play king g2. I would definitely play bishop g2. I agree. The rook d1's a good move. Yeah, white's play was way too passive after he won a pawn. Moved his knight and bishop 35 times. Giving up the two bishops. Pretty passive position for white. They should play bishop g2. Rook h1's the best one, but this is still winning for black because of the pin. See, the problem for white is he wants to play bishop b2 to get out of this pin, but then rook h2 wins his bishop. So it's perpetual pin, just completely lost. Okay, and then that's just a terrible blunder. So the way you played wins, and I might even play the way you played, maybe. But this wins a rook because the king can't protect the rook. But, I mean, I might have played the way you played because the king and pawn ending is such an easy win. It's just as easy. Alright. Man, he's pretty mean about making this extra queen. It says G3 resigns, I guess. Yeah. All right, so black played quite well that game after he blundered a pawn. The e4 is really risky because your pawn's probably going to get captured. Here you're just down a pawn. But yeah, white played very passively after he won a pawn. Yeah. Here he should definitely play e4, attacking your bishop, and then get his bishop out. Which these pieces never got out. Instead, he played knight e4 like 30 moves in a row. Then he played here and here. Yeah. Yeah, e4 would be good. Knight d5 is not bad. But yeah, knight e4 blocks his pawn, so his bishop can never get out. Terrible. Then c3 is really weakening, giving all these squares away. Terrible. So very good play when you were down a pawn. A+. White's play too shallow and pedantic. Let's see. I keep getting the same games. Yellow Rubber Ducky gave 5 subs like an hour ago. Thank you. AdSev subscribed with Prime. Thanks for your sub. Seth Lichtenstein gave like 12 cents. I don't know. Mustachiola said Rubber Ducky's the one. Here's the fixed score. Okay, I think I looked at the game. I think so. Knight GE2. Yes. Okay. How are you doing? You've lost a lot of weight. I have not lost any weight. I'm as big as ever. Maurice on Twitch, did you see it? Never heard it. Crazy like CNN. You're timed out. No Republicans on my stream. IQ minimum of 50 to come on my stream. But maximum's about 60. So it's a pretty small window. Boognish. Wait, what happened? Some noise happened. He cheered 300 centidues. The G is soft. In Sword G. Thanks, Sword G9. Oh, it's soft. Sword G. Thank you. Sword G. No, I'm sorry for pronouncing your name wrong. Sorry, I'm sorry. Okay. See, the thing is, I'm from Belgium, and so our G's are different than the Dutch G's. Okay, Boognish84. I was playing Karen. I was white. I resigned. All right. Sounds good. I like all that. This is Boognish versus Karen. Karen was black. Karen black. Okay, you played e3. You played the reverse Stonewall. Okay, good game so far. Great. Everybody's happy. I wouldn't play a5. That's all right. Rook f3, playing for the initiative. h6 probably isn't good because it weakens your king, Karen. Knight g4 hangs your knight, so don't do that. Yeah, just move your rook here, or play a4 and block her play, or play g4, play queen e1. Yeah, this just hangs your knight, so that's bad. Yeah, don't hang your knight because she'll take it. All right, and all these things happen where she's up a knight, blocks her bishop. Bishop c5 check is good. Well, I'd probably go to h1. I think h1's safer. f1, you can run into trouble there. Okay, now Karen blundered with e takes d5. Just move the knight anywhere and you're winning. And now you just play queen takes d5 check and win back your bishop. So e takes d5 is just a blunder where white gets the bishop back. It's strange you didn't do that because you played d5. So I think when you played d5, you saw she could take it. You could take it with check. I think you just forgot. I think because of this intermezzo check, you forgot you could just take this. But yeah, I mean, you can't take this because queen takes check wins the bishop. So that's... Yeah. Okay, you play queen e2, making sure you could never win the bishop. Unusual play. All right, black's just up a piece. Good, good. Karen should play queen e7 here with unstoppable mate threats and mating and checkmate, checkmate. Double up on the bubble up. Rook f4 check, and then you resign because you're losing your queen. Yeah, I mean, you played knight g4 hanging your knight, and she took it. And then she played e takes d5 in this position, hanging a piece, and you didn't play check and take the piece. So when you hung a piece, she took it. When she blundered a piece, you didn't take it, so she won. So there you go. But yeah, you got to get these pieces out. Come on, man. Frankly, excellent. Where I could have been better. Well, knight g4 hung a knight. Just don't do that. Just continue attacking like you were. Like you played rook f3, then you didn't slide your rook over. But you can't play knight g4 hanging your knight. You can't do that. Xan13 gave 5 subs. Hooray. Thanks, Xan13. I know you did it an hour ago, but thanks. I was black a few days ago. 30-minute game. Papa John's. Obviously played on Lead Chess, but he said played on chess.com, so I'd look at the game. It's all right. No, I made a mistake. I clicked the wrong button. Okay, what did Zan say? He was black. All right. Played 30-minute game days ago. Okay. Got advanced French. Knight e7 is unusual because you can take this and destroy the center. That's why they play c3. Destroyed his own center. Okay, you blundered a piece now with this. All right, this is a well-known blunder of a piece. I have a couple of examples from my own games. The reason this loses for black is white plays b4 now. So I knew you saw that you could play queen a5 check and win back your bishop, but you can't. After b4, you lose. Yeah, I've had that a couple times in my tournament play where my opponents sacrificed a piece to win it back, then they didn't win it back. All right, so that was a double blunder. Black blunder, then white didn't save his bishop. And we're back to some slightly better position for black. Threatening mate, he saw it. Yeah, now in this position, this pawn's weak and white's defending it. So when white threatens mate, and he's undefending his pawn here. So when black prevents the mate, he has to remember that his pawn's not defended, but he didn't. He played like random legal moves. He lost his pawn there. So now you're up a pawn. Good. Some counterplay for your opponent. Knight takes h5. So, yeah, probably here. Actually, yeah, this seems like it's just forced. Yeah, in this position, knight g4 is not a good move because he wants to sack a piece here and your knight gets in trouble. So you could play queen c4 or queen takes c2. I would play queen c2 because I like my queen on f5 and take another pawn. Knight g4 is just a very bad move. Yeah, because now after takes, you got like all kinds of things hanging there. Okay, e5 is okay. Knight g3 is good. Knight f6 is good. Queen h6 is good. Rook e8's legal. Yeah, after knight h5, you blundered. You just hung mate. Wait, were you white? Yeah, you were black. Yeah, you can't hang checkmate. So when you play knight takes h5, either you thought he hung a piece. Well, you thought he hung a piece. I mean, you can't play knight takes h5. This position, the engine says, is equal if you just take with the pawn. He takes your knight, then move your queen back or something. But this just hangs mate. Yeah. You can't hang two-move checkmate. Yeah, he obviously wants to go here, but you stopped him. So you had a good position that game, but knight g4 was your first mistake in this position because your knight's next to his queen. It's a very tenuous defense. Queen takes, wins a pawn, gets your queen back into the defense. Then you'd still have a good position. And then this position's about equal, and you hung mate in two by taking this. I mean, a lot of the games that you guys show me, when you make these tiny and or medium-sized errors, it don't matter very much because at some point, one of you guys makes an incredible blunder. One side or the other, like, hangs mate, hangs a queen. So all that other stuff you did doesn't affect the result of the game. That's why most of the chess study you guys do doesn't matter. You study the dragon, study rook and pawn endings. I mean, if you guys are going to hang a queen every move, you got to not hang a queen every move. And if your opponent hangs a queen every move, which they do, then you have to take it. Take that stuff. Yeah, take everything. All right, well, I move 22, and you guys don't move these pieces. And somehow, when I watch the Super Grandmaster games, they do. I move 22. All their pieces are in action. And a lot of these games you guys show me, it's move 15, 20, 25, and half the guys haven't moved on each side. And I'm like, say, what? Breaking news. Let's see. Johnson & Johnson says, good luck if you have COVID. Man, harsh. These women helped Trump. They made a mistake. Let's see. Good news, good news. Let's see. What's happening on Twitter? Twitter's boring. David Backman tweeted, Trump made the following two claims at his rally. 1, crime is lower than ever, thanks to Trump. 2, crime is out of control, thanks to Biden. That's true. Yeah, Biden's got to stop that crime. God damn. I hate all that crime that Biden is starting. I'm going to vote for Trump. All right. If I was like running Trump's campaign, I would just say, hey, he probably won't get COVID again. He already had it. Vote for him. Biden didn't get COVID yet, so don't vote for him. He's going to get it any time. You think that would work? Maybe. Go Trump, I guess. I don't know. I am a vegan. And then Joy and Ben. Yay. Thanks for all that money. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like 900 centidues. Thank you. When is the stream with David? Whenever he wants to stream. He's busy because Trump keeps doing rallies and, killing all of the people who vote for him. It's a catch-22. Trump loves doing rallies. He loves not wearing masks. He loves not social distancing. But then the people who are going to vote for him get COVID and die. He doesn't know what to do. He's in a tough situation. You got to hand it to him. It's not easy being Trump. Imagine if you were Trump. You see? You see the trouble he has? Man, I mean, even if I like Trump, I don't think I could beat Trump. God damn, that'd be hard. Because you have to remember all the lies upon the other lies and how they mix together. It's not easy. Sometimes he does remember. Blah, blah, blah. Ranadan. Looks like Black's play this game was a little iffy, Ranadan. God damn, Ranadan. Let's see if this works. God damn, Ranadan. The Black's play this game was suspicious based on my reading of the PGN on the internet. Okay, so hopefully Ranadan's white. I hope. All right, C6, bad. F6, really bad. Bishop C4 is not a good move. Black's going to go here, so you don't want to play Bishop C4. So that's not good. Although I was wrong, he played D6. All right. Good play for Black, except for one thing. D5 is better than E5 because you want to open your bishop up. And then DE5 is terrible because he can't play D5 and kill your bishop, which is what he wants. Ooh, that move's bad. Always play Bishop F8. Finally a good move from Black. God damn, I hope you were the white pieces. Yeah, this isn't great play from Black. All right. Now here, the game continued like 25 more moves, but you should have played checkmate. If you were white, then the game would have ended quickly. If you were Black, yay, he didn't play checkmate. All right. I don't really understand Bishop D3 blocking. Even if you didn't see checkmate, why did you go here and block your rook? Rook's pretty good. All right. Then his knight was pinned. By the way, you have made every move. The last 5 moves consecutively, you had knight D6 mate. Okay, then he hung his queen, stopping mate. All right. I hope Mammoth's not here, because he'd be very mad that I'm analyzing this game. Queen d6, hanging your queen. What? Now black's winning. Queen b5 mate is better. Queen d6 check. That hangs your queen. He didn't take it, of course. Good fork. All right. Well, I guess I don't get paid enough. Good game, except for one thing. Yeah. What? Should have offered a draw. Okay, that PGN didn't work. I wonder how far back. Actually, I'm not that far back. I'm only like 3 minutes behind. My PGN's too large. That's what she said. Hear your thoughts. Okay, I did that game. Please analyze this amazing alpha male strongman RAR game. Wow. God damn, Dorkman. Let's see. 61 moves. All right. Control C. And then minimize that, PGN that, Jebediah this, Ezekiel that. Okay, it's MSOGG versus the chess guy. Alpha male strongman RAR game. All right, so G4 loses. That's a mistake. H5 is all right. Taking is probably not that good. F3 is terrible. All right, so black's winning. Good start. Yeah, I mean, black got all his pieces out, and he castled. White put all his pawns, blocking everything. So very good play by black. E4 is good. Bishop A3 is legal. I accept that. Put it in H. Yeah, the engine says white can resign. That's good. Yeah, you want to take on D3 if you're black, so you can play bishop G6 and knight B4 and really start attacking that king. And also with the pawn on F3, it blocks all of white's pieces. So taking this makes sure the white pawn can never, liberate the position. Yeah, see now, white's position's improved because you can't take this and attack the white king. Still good. It's still good for black. Queen F8. Now you should play Queen B6. You got to put pressure here on the position here. Queen F8's too passive. Yeah, and then you liberated the white pieces by trading on F3. Yeah, now white's pieces are all right. Still better for black. White's pawn structure is very suspicious. Hey, Fiend cut out his queen. Didn't see that coming. B4. Wow. Opening up his king further. But he gets a nice square for his knight. A4. Damn. Doesn't care about it at all. Okay, knight E4 is a mistake. Rook C2 is a mistake. White should take on E4. F5 I like. Knight C5 I like. B6 I don't like. Weakening his king. And now white's better. Always sack the exchange. That was the correct move. And that's a blunder. That blunder is hard to spot. In this position, white should basically go anywhere but A3. And the reason is black has this amazing fork. And if you take the knight, I have another fork. That's why king A3 is bad. Yeah, the problem with playing like B4, A4 is your king gets really exposed and there's potential for getting in trouble. So knight D2 would, not only is it a good move, the engine says black is +8. Because if you win the exchange, assuming white moves his queen, the E3 pawn's hanging with check, white's king is exposed, white's down too many pawns. So knight D2 would have won the game. Okay, now we're back in business. All three results are possible. Should play D4 in this position. Black's probably winning if he does that, because if he takes, he'll have all these passed pawns. And now it should probably be a draw. Yeah, now it's a draw with correct play. Obviously, it's not going to be correct play. Okay, that's just a blunder losing. Yeah, okay, now black's just winning. Yeah, and black should go here and take all these pawns. Check here, and black's winning. C4 is good. Take. Okay, and now black blundered. This is very instructive. So that game was a very bad game, typical game that you guys sent me. Both sides are winning. Both sides play bad. Moves don't make any sense. They give pieces away like they don't matter. But this is very interesting. So black has two ways to win here. Queen the pawn or win these pawns. Okay, those are his two ideas. White has one way to win. Queen this pawn with a breakthrough. What's funny is, if it's white's move, there is no breakthrough. And black didn't see that white could do the breakthrough. Black was just like, I'm winning, I'm great. Okay? The way to win is to move the king here, and you win. It's a winning position. Okay? The engine actually is already announcing mate. Okay? But he thought it didn't matter if he went this way, or if he went this way, or if he went this way. And he figured this was better because it keeps the white king out. Okay? But it turns out that move loses. And when I say it loses, it doesn't lose. It's a draw. Why is that a draw? What? Oh, that is a draw. Wow, that's complicated. That's too complicated for me. That's pretty cool. Okay, so he played a5, and now it looks like white just crashes through and wins. But actually, this is a draw now. But it's the craziest draw I've ever seen. Wow. If I was black, I don't know if I would draw this. If I was playing in a tournament and I had an hour left, I probably would. If I was playing a blitz game, I would definitely lose. Okay, so king d4 is a colossal blunder. Black was winning, and then he missed a5, and now he panicked. So white's going to queen his a-pawn, and you can't stop it. If you take this, I queen this. So black realized the c-pawn was his counterplay. So he played king d3, and he figured we'll both queen, it'll be a draw. And white played the excellent king e1. And now if you play c3, I play king d1, and you don't queen. But I do. So here he resigned, which is right. The game's over now. You can't queen, c3, king d1. Okay, the drawing move is c3 right away. That draws. Now, obviously, if black queens, then black's fine. So white has to move his king. And now king c4, the only drawing move. I'm threatening that. Obviously, if I do that, I draw. So you have to go here or here. Doesn't matter which. And now I draw by going here, and I queen too. We both queen. Yeah, you can't stop black from queening. So in this position, king d4 was a terrible blunder, going from a win to a draw. Black was winning, now he's lost. Or now he's drawing. And then king d3 was a blunder, c3 draws. So two blunders in a row, and then black resigned. But it's hard to believe that black lost this position where white has like no hope. White's just down a pawn. But that's what happens when you miss your opponent's resources. Yeah. a5 he just missed. And then here you got flummoxed, because I would too. If I missed a5 and I thought I was winning, I'd be like, no, I'm going to take that back. Yeah. Yeah, if you play king d5 or king d6, then a5 you just take it. You have to be ready to stop these pawns, but king d4 lets the pawns, go in. Yeah, c3 was still drawing there. The amazing part was white had the wherewithal in this position to play king e1. Although it turns out taking on b6 also wins. This is also a win. And we play queen d6 check, and we trade queens. King goes to the c file, trade queens, and queen this one. So he had more than one way to win after king d3, but king e1's the easiest. But yeah, c3 is a draw. Man, if I thought I was winning with white and my opponent played c3, I would be PO'd. etc. All right, I'm going to skip all the way to the end of the chat. I'll read the chat, but we're going to skip all the games. 100 centidues. Just get to the end of the chat. You could have 2 Twitch windows open. Ridiculous. This is great. Hey, transcribing the score incorrectly. Let's see, the blunder. What percent does a good player play? We don't have good players here. Stop it. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I subbed for a month because I said so. There's a save button. Did you see Magnus versus Suppy? Online game, Queen C6. If you're pasting PGN, don't paste the header stuff, just the moves. 15-10, my first mistake. Jammin', I'm the best. A2, Ace Deuce, terrible hand. Ace Deuce versus King Queen. Plato, 209 centidues from an hour ago. B4, F5, White resigns. Step Kids, several months ago. All right. Answer those calls. I tried to get analyze my game. I'm the last in line. Analyzed your game like an hour ago. Windows 10. Spencer, Karen, Archer. 100 centidues from Kolarafa. Hooray. How can I improve? Give up. I mean, donate more. But nobody calls. All right, I'll get that game next, but I'm going to read the chat before I look at it. Terrible. Ballpark, frankly, delicious. That king and pawn ending was really interesting. The rest of the game was not. All right, and then you were white. How can you improve? Donate more money, you'll improve quicker. I guarantee it. It's not going to happen. How about the Falcons? Good. I use Google, Zoom, Meet, Face. Good for you. Suspicious. Daily chess. You can use opening books. I was black. This isn't the opening. I got here. How do we submit games? Timmy! Living a lie. Timmy! Look at book. Can't use engines. Unrated. Timmy again. Everybody says Timmy. Joel Benjamin Feingold is correct. The real Greg, not the wheel. Output coupler. There's no need to spam. Oh yeah, I'm not going to get to your games. I've already given up. I will donate when I get better. No one sings better than Steve Winwood. Damn, Blind Faith. You have Blind Faith in Steve Winwood. What's the other group that's not Blind Faith? Traffic, yeah. That's the one I already said. Bring me some higher subs. Dun, 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 dun. Bring me a higher sub. Whoa. Dun, dun, dun. Who dislikes Steve Winwood more, Karen or Spencer? It has to be Spencer. It has to be. Yeah, it's Spencer for sure. Hey, Spencer and Karen, if you're still here, which one of you hates Steve Winwood more? I'm going to say, I like Steve Winwood, but I'm saying, and then another question, Spencer, who do you dislike more, Steve Winwood or Peter Gabriel? Also, you should like Steve Winwood, so you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, I mean, traffic's great, as long as you're not stuck in it. Everyone using an engine, that's correct. I played black and white. Accidentally transcribed. Oak Park, Michigan. 60 seconds of commercials. No printer, facts only, just the facts. Not the wheel. Man, I'm way behind in the chat. Ban him. It's like 30 minutes ago chat. It's really funny. Ban you, I ban you. You ban me. Never play F3. Let's see. Timmy! Let's see. F6, King F7, etc. Stop doing things. The mods are getting mad. The more you donate, the less mad the mods will get. 2,201 subscribers. Let's get 99 subscribers. Who's going to donate 99 subscribers? You donate 99 subscribers. You donate 99 subscribers, etc. Oh man, on Family Guy, I think. I don't know. I think it was Family Guy. I don't know. The guy's like, I went to India so I could see Deepak Chopra Winfrey, and it was like Oprah Winfrey and Deepak Chopra like as one person, and he has a microphone, or she does, I don't know, and he says, "You get diarrhea. You get diarrhea." Oh man, it was like I wrote the joke. I can't even believe it. I should sue them for like writing a joke that I would write if I worked for them. Yeah. Deepak Chopra Winfrey. I don't even know what I was watching, but it was hilarious. Had to be Family Guy, I guess. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Bishop takes. Timah! Living a lie. Timah! Let's see. I'm just skipping over all the games you guys are pasting. I'm a nice guy. I just want to get to the end. This is the end, my friend, the end. Man, I'm like 30 minutes behind. The chat's so boring, too. German precision. That's good. I look great. I've lost a lot of beard. That's correct. Who's the founder? Karen is the founder. See, Spencer, Karen, Spencer, sexy. And he knows it. Do you have another job than streaming? I don't know. Making fun of you, I guess. Is it okay to post the game? Let's see. Somebody else just donated. 1,000 centidues from Nicholas Stojan. Thank you. I started playing chess a couple months ago. If I could pay $750 in taxes, my life would be good. 1300chess.com. Trump. I was white. Solid Sense just subscribed. I mean, there's like 30 games posted in the chat that I haven't looked at yet, so I don't know. I'll need like $1,000 a game to look at them just to get rid of the riffraff. Me versus Karen, 3 minutes. No, stop beating up on Karen. Rubber Ducky, Yabba, Granny's Gambit, Suspenser, Trying to Learn. It's in the queue. I mean, there's like 80 games in the chat. Can't you guys like not post games in the chat? Something. Shifty McHacks, 5 cents. Some people never learn. I could listen to you teach all day. No swearing on my stream, Viceroy. And no smoking either. That joke was too complicated. Yeah, this isn't going to be cold enough. Another train. Go train. I don't know why we have a train, but we do. E1. Somebody just did something and made some noise. Nice endgame. 200 centidues from Kerry Gilson. Thank you. 100 centidues from Kerry Gilson again. I wonder if it's the same game. Probably. Cheesy Driver, Shifty McHacks. Timmy! Living a lie. Timmy! Cripple Fight. Fred Stewart Rachel's. Hooray. What a donation noise. I've never heard that before. Big money. Wait, stop. $5. Brodo Sam. Thank you. Certainly Spencer. Let's see. Peter Gabriel's the worst. Let's see. Now they're talking about the Peter Gabriel traffic. Blah, blah, blah. The better ones. Oh. All right. 99. Oprah. Steve Winwood start the Spencer Davis group? Probably. Yeah. D. Zivovich gifted a sub. Thank you. I know where he is in the chat. Zizovich subscribed. Thank you. The Toss subscribed. Thank you. Donate more. Kerry Gilson knows what's up. The more you donate, the better chance I'll look at your game. All right. Before we look at the game, though, let me read the chat a little bit. The chat is fascinating, except for one thing. All right. I got to get rid of this so I can get rid of the names. And then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Okay. So we got Kerry Gilson's game in with the 300 centidues. Captain Falcons, let's see. Cold Enough, Absolute Zero, sponsored by Perrier. And we're at the end. 500 viewers from Fries. Look at my game. There's 80 games in the chat. This person donated twice, if you can call them a person. All right. Then Queen C7, confusing the audience. I'm the audience. E6, also confusing the audience. What was that all about? Spencer, 300 centidues. Go Spencer. My son. He doesn't play that bad. Go Spencer. Also, Spencer, at noon today, I came into the Chess Center and made 2 more current events videos for the last 2 rounds of the Norway tournament, but not today, because today's games weren't over when I left. So we're still around behind, but close. So go Farouja, I guess. Something. Look at his game. I saw my email. Is Spencer the real Spencer? Oh my God. That's right. Okay, so Black's positions, not see good. Not see good. Not see bad. All right. Yay, solid. Can't beat that unless you're the other side. Then you would beat it. Knight D2 is okay. It's not great. E5 is good. D5 is good. Taking is legal. Knight C5 is legal. B4 is good. All these moves are good. Queen D7 hangs a B pawn. Yeah, this pawn's pretty weak, but you shouldn't hang it. Queen D8, Knight D7. Queen D7 just hangs a pawn. That was the first real mistake of the game. Otherwise, the game's pretty good. I got no problem with the game. That move seems to hang a piece. So Black hung a pawn, and now Queen here hangs a piece because of Rook C7 attacking the 2 bishops. 499 centidues, McJurgle. Thank you. Donating gets you. That's right. All right, so Queen G4 hangs a piece, so that's not good. Okay, took a piece. White's up a piece. Rubber Ducky, you're the one. You give a lot of subs. 10 subadues. Hooray. And White's play was pretty good this game. Pretty good. I don't understand this game. White's like 2,300 rated. Most of the people that send games are rated like negative 2,300. Whoever White was this game, he's like 2,300 or he's using an engine. I don't think he's using an engine because Knight D2, no engine would play that. So White's just 2,300. Yeah. I mean, White took a pawn on B6 for free, played Rook C7, took a piece for free. Good technique, solid, didn't blunder. Black made a couple of blunders. I mean, White's play was ridiculously good. Frankly, ridiculous. I've never been so mad. Yeah. How is White so good at chess? What's going on here? What? Who was White this game? Was it like Carlsen? Magnus Carlsen. I just realized in this position, Bishop D4 is also mate, and Queen E8, Queen F8, and Queen H7. God damn, it's a lot of mates. That was an excellent game. I'm not easily impressed. Hey, there's a blue car. Captain Falcon, 100 centidues. Thank you. Polyaro, 1 centidue. Thank you. Another 1 centidue. Wait, where's the person who sent me this game? What's White's rating? White's too good. God damn. All right, Captain Falcon, we'll get to you later. Much later. Much later. Yeah, Kerry Gilson, who's White and who's Black and what are their ratings? What was the time control? And who had a better engine? All right, who's the guy who gave me money? McJurgle, I've heard of you. I can't paste because that copy didn't work. Man, every day everybody dies. Joe Morgan died. John McCain's mother died. I guess there's just too many famous people in the world. So, when they die, all the baseball players who played in the 50s and 60s and 70s died this year. All of them. Damn, tough year. Born in Oz gave 5 subs. Hooray for everybody. but mainly me. Let's get a lot of subs so we get to 2,300 subs today. Let's do it. We got 2218. That's close to 2,300. I can prove it is because, let me prove it. You guys are like, I don't think 2218 is close to 2,300. And I'm going to prove you wrong. You ready? Every person you've ever met in your life whose rating was 2218, if you ask what their rating is, they say, I'm about 2,300. You guys are like, damn, he got me on that one. Truth hurts. The truth does hurt. 200 sentences. What about my game? When there's 80 games, I can't look at all 80 at the same time. My job is tough here. Yeah. Also, you're 2,300. Who's not 2,300? Yeah. Yeah. Rounding up is incessant. Yeah. You ever had a friend who was like 1,570 and they said, I'm 1,500? No, you haven't. They're at least 1,700 minimum, whoever they are. Yeah. I mean, I could, but it would confuse you guys. Okay, this is McJurgle. I'm not sure what color he was or even who McJurgle is, but I'm still looking at his game. I think he's actually Meatpacks or something. Yeah. Okay, never met somebody above 2,000 in person. Wow. Joke's on you. That's right. What am I, D? This was game 85. I'm white. Black is 600 points higher than me. God damn. All right. Okay, still theory, still theory, still theory, still theory. Bishop D3, no longer theory. I'm sure it's a move, but F4 is the most common move. Then Queen F3, Long Castle, G4, Papa John's. Okay, Bishop D3, very unusual in the Sicilian. Okay, so the next time we do this, probably tomorrow, send your game to the Discord, which trying to learn his setup. I have a Discord. There's a Discord button panel below the stream. MooBot tells you how to get to Discord. I already have 1,600 people on my Discord. There's a new thing there called Game Analysis Request. You put your game in there, and I'll delete it. And I'll look at it. And make sure you write how much you're probably going to donate. Because, otherwise I'll, delete it some more. Okay. Yeah, Bishop D3, usually not a good square in the Sicilian. You want C4, E2. You're undefending your knight. Your bishop's block. A blockaded bishop is of little value. You're not controlling the G4 square. Bishop C4, not hammering him here. But okay, F4, Queen F3 is the main line. All right, knight C6. Good, good. Saved your knight. All right, and probably black's already better. White's playing too passively. Solid, though. Solid. Very solid. All right, Queen F4, a little risky there. You got to risk it to get the biscuit. Okay, I really like black's position a lot. I'm a big fan of black's position. Yeah, great position for black. Yeah, your queen's all in trouble over there. Never play F6. Your opponent could play B4 or F5. It's really strong. Play here, that's okay. F5 is good. EF5 is good. EF5 is a blunder. So in this position, he has to play H5. He just blundered when he took on F5. Ridiculous. Yeah, I know why he blundered, too. He thought he was tricking you. After H5, you're actually in trouble, or knight takes D3. But you can't afford to take this because you have a good tactic, which unfortunately you missed. Unfortunately. Because your rook and his queen are lined up. With the 2 pawns there, it doesn't matter. With the 1 pawn there, then it matters. So any move is good that doesn't allow your tactic. You didn't play your tactic. You can just take this knight now. Because his e-pawn's pinned. Then you'd be up a piece and you'd be winning. So you both missed that. Now whatever you said his rating was, 2,000, 2,100, 2,200, he shouldn't miss that. He shouldn't play F5 and let you do that. He's just overconfident. Boo to your opponent. Okay, you missed it. Now taking is okay. Yep. F4 is not a good move because it opens up your bishop. And this pawn's backward and weak. He's still better, but e4 is the stronger move. That kills all your pieces. Okay, always play f3. Good. Rook e3 is good. Queen f6 is legal. This is good. That threatens queen takes f2 check. You saw it. Bishop e4 is okay. You could also take on e5. Probably I would take on e5. Okay, then traded. You took. And the game's over. I don't know why the game's over. Why's the game over? What happened? We just started. Why'd the game end? What's going on? I can't find the thing from McJurgle. No. Why's the game over? Boo. Kolorafa earned a 1,000-bit badge and then pasted his game he wants analyzed. Man, harsh. Why did this game end? What happened? Draw agreed? Okay, first of all, never agree to a draw. Second of all, why is a guy rated 600 points higher than you agreeing to a draw in equal position? What? Yeah, never agree to a draw ever. Don't ever do that anymore. And then for your opponent, why are you agreeing to a draw? Both of you blundered by agreeing to a draw. Terrible. Frankly, ridiculous. It is equal position, but yeah, you missed, in this position, you missed queen takes f4. Also, your opponent missed it. Yeah, you could have played queen f4. Then you would have been up a piece. That would have been better. All right, so in the opening, next time you play that, if you get this position, if you want to play f4, queen f3, long castle, and then attack. Roar, mad. Make sure you make some noises too. The way you played was very passive and shallow and pedantic, and then you were just worse because you were like, passive. Then your opponent miscalculated and you were winning, and then it was a draw. Good game. It is a draw. The engine says every move is all zeros. 555 viewers. I can't stream. 555. Da-da-da-da. Let's see. Who does Spencer think is worse? Sammy Hagar or, I don't know, David Lee Roth? They're the same person. I don't know. Is there anybody in the 80s Spencer likes? The answer is no. The only way Spencer would like somebody in the 80s is if they're from another decade and they spilled over to the 80s by accident. Like they were good in the 70s, and maybe they were still singing in the 80s. Or they started in like 1989, December 31st, so Spencer gives them a pass. That's the only way. There isn't a queue. There's just games in the chat. I just skipped over all of them because there were too many. It was too annoying. Spencer agrees with my assessment. Yeah. Spencer does like Queen and Pink Floyd, especially Pink Floyd. I'm surprised Spencer likes Billy Idol. No, I don't think Spencer secretly listens to Bryan Adams. God damn. That's for sure. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, somebody registered for my class. I'm teaching a class tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. It's a sponsored lecture. It's about the games from the World Championship in 85 where Kasparov became world champion. Now, the lecture is less than an hour because I got to stream right after the lecture. So, we're going to gloss over a lot of the match, but I'll talk about the match a little bit, show you a couple games. You can sign up for the lecture. You can go to Discord or go to Twitter or go to atlchessclub.com and sign up for the Zoom class tomorrow night at 7. We already have about 10 people signed up. It'll be our biggest class ever. Go, everybody, but stay there. Also, buy merch. Yeah, and then Discord, has some submit game nonsense. Yeah. Are you EDT? That is correct. All right, somebody donate like $1,000 and I'll look at your game. FretGod99 subscribed. Or complain in the chat. I sent you this game. I sent you 7 cents. What's happening? Like that. That would be good too. Either way's funny. Go Walter Gropius. Somebody got the joke. Yay. Somebody gave me a subscription to your channel. That's, something. Yellow Rubber Ducky, you donate so much. You're just next in line. Let's see. I was black. All right. Rubber Ducky, you have black. All right. And your rating is 1,400, beating a 1,200 in a game 30. All right. So far, we got the two knights. Okay. In this position, black should play knight takes e4. This is a well-known line that's good for black. If you ever have it again. Bishop c5 is legal. Barely legal. Barely a GM. This move hangs a pawn. Knight d4. You hung your e-pawn. So, I was playing white against a 2200 about 25 years ago. It was a Sicilian. I was black. Sicilian. And, yeah, that was a complicated joke. And white played knight d5 in a Sicilian, like a move 8. And I played knight takes e4. The opposite of this. Like, he played knight here, and I took that, and I won. And after the game, I was like, yeah, you missed e4. He says, no, I saw that. He didn't see that. Yeah, so you just take that, white's a pawn up, Papa John's. Okay. Karen's whispering sweet nothings. Oh, wait a minute. It wasn't Karen, it was Anand. It was sweet Vishwa nothings. Man, my phone just broke. That was awesome what just happened to my phone. I like what just happened there. That was cool. Discord working now. Now you can submit your games in Discord and I will ignore them. I mean, and then, whatever. Yeah. I never go to Discord because I don't understand what Discord is. Let's see. Back to whatever it is I was doing. Ooh, there it is. Okay, so knight takes e5, wins a pawn. Man, I get a lot of texts. Added a command, exclam submit game. See, that's the problem, John, is you made a mistake. You should have done the command triple question mark, and then people would have submitted more games because there's a lot of blunders. Okay, white played a3 instead of taking a pawn. That makes sense. Then he didn't take the pawn again. Knight d5, all right. Finally, the pawn's not hanging. Good. Lots of trading, lots of trading, lots of trading, lots of trading, lots of trading. What? All right, we have an equal position. There's another blunder. Okay, the queen's attacking the pawn, and the queen moved away from the defense. So queen takes pawn, wins a pawn, and threatens this one. So after this, white would be winning. He did that instead, which is interesting. Okay, now black should play e5. Solid. Then white has nothing. Instead, he was very interested in giving the a file away. Then he played e5. Definitely could take this pawn, defend his d pawn. E5's all right. Okay, now white decided he was going to take the job offer from Fox News. And Fox News said, whoa, just a minute. Are you crazy enough to work for us? And he said, watch. And then he played f4. So yes, the answer is yes. f4, what? All right, so that hangs a pawn in two different ways. He played one of the two ways. All right. Here, queen d8's a good move, stopping rook a8. All right, and black's up a pawn for nothing. Good. Everything's good. Good. Up 2 pawns for nothing. Great. Okay, now black wants to, penetrate like, a grandmaster on date night, right? And white was like, sure, why not? I like getting penetrated on date night. Queen d7. Totally ignoring black's queen e1 winning move. Why would you ignore like that? So white can defend, against these two different checkmating ideas with queen d1. In the long run, white would lose. Why white played f4, I don't know. And then he just got mated. Let's see. You can now use triple question mark as a command? Yes. All right. A triple question mark submit game. That's if your game's really bad. All right, that was a good game if you had the black pieces. Yeah. Oh, the black should have lost a pawn. Yeah. Yeah, why do we have viewers? What happened? Did somebody raid me and I missed it? Or am I on Chess TV? Or is Twitch lying? Which one is it? I demand an answer. I'm either on Chess TV, somebody raided me and I missed it, or Twitch is lying about how many viewers I have. Chess TV, that was the most likely. This sounds like somebody didn't show up for their Chess TV time. Hi, Chess TV. So this is one of my funnier streams. I analyze viewers' games. We're required by law, and it's a Twitch rule also, but it's actually a law. If you have a weak heart, don't watch this stream because there's a lot of blunders. And you might be like, and then if you die, I get in trouble. So like, for example, in this position, okay, black wants to play queen here, check, and then checkmate, and white's like, yeah, sure. Well, so then the game ended. That's the kind of games we look at here. All right. Go Chess TV. Now, Karen whispered a game to me because someone in the chat is crying like a grandmaster. They're like, look at this game. Wah, wah. Okay, I think it was, let's see, what grandmaster could I make fun of? I mean, all of them, basically. We'll just say Geary, I don't know. All right, hi, Chess TV. We went from no viewers to 1,300 like that, son. I'm on my second Perrier. We've been streaming for 2 hours, 22 minutes, 22 seconds. I'm not even kidding. Look, I'll show you what I mean. Exclam stats. See? See that? 220. Yeah, see? And we have 222 subs. We need somebody to donate 82 subs so we have 2,300 subs. Okay, now we have 2,218 subs right now, and as you know, 2,218 equals 2,300, as discussed previously. So somebody has to donate 82 subs. Sorry. I'm sorry you had to do that. But you've never been to my stream before, so it should be you. I'll wait. Crisp and clean, no caffeine. 1 cent to do. All right, close enough. All right, back to work. Okay, this was a game in the chat. Somebody whispered to Karen and said, look at this game. Roar. So here we go. It's a Sicilian. Okay, we have the Rossolimo variation named after the taxi cab driver, Nicholas Rossolimo. That's correct. He was also a grandmaster, but he was a taxi driver too. Yeah, that's not a joke. He drove a taxi. I'm sorry. Yeah. Let's see. Suspicious, etc. No, we need 82 subs. 1,300 viewers. G6, that was played today. H3. H3 is a sort of a passive move. Yeah, for some reason, low-rated players love playing H3 and A3 and H6 and A6. Who taught you guys chess? Your coach said play here and here? Is that what they taught you? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so knight D4 is good. Castles is good. A6 is legal. Bishop D3 is good. I was just moving along, complimenting the moves, and black played knight C6. What? Knight C6? You already moved that knight twice. Why are you moving it again? Move this knight. Move your B pawn and fianchetto. Come on, something. Bishop E2. Damn, you guys like moving the same piece over and over and over again. God damn. Okay, D6, D3 is legal. Bishop C3. Yeah, don't do that. You need that bishop to live. All your pawns on white squares here on the king's side need that dark squared bishop. I've said this dozens of times. Nobody's ever listened to me. Doubled pawns don't matter. If you say I doubled my opponent's pawns, it doesn't matter. If you give away your dark squared bishop, that matters. H6, you're trying to prove me right. that everybody plays h3, h6, a6? All right. If you want to prove me right, okay. Okay, now white made a good move. So I got to take a second here. I don't believe it. Okay, he might have made a good move. The mouse slipped. Go with the mouse slip. Okay, here white mouse slipped. He meant to play something like knight e5, sacking a piece for nothing. But he went for the knight. His mouse was here, and he accidentally clicked this. Unbelievable. And that was a good move. That's probably what happened. I'm just guessing. I could be wrong. All right. d4, excellent move. Excellent. Okay, go Chess TV. All right, knight f6. After 700 moves of moving this knight, black decided, I'll move the other knight. Yeah, there we go. Okay, bishop d3 is good. Now, I have to apologize to whomever had black. I was making fun of you because you were playing a6 and h6, and normally those moves are made for passive purposes, but you were like, let me show you why I played h6. I saw Farouja's game today, and you played g5. God damn. $9. 9. Inapproximable. Good name. 9. Can I show you what you did wrong? Let me answer you with your own donation. 9. Hooray, everybody. Double pawns as weaknesses. I blame Silman. Silman would say bishop takes c3 is shallow and pedantic. All right. So g5, I like it. It's not great, but I like it because he's trying. I like that. Trying to attack. d5 is a good move. Knight e5 is good. Taking is correct. White has the two bishops. c4 is good. All right, now, remember I warned you, if you have a heart condition, you shouldn't be watching the stream. So if you have a heart condition, don't look at the next move. I don't want to get in trouble with the law. Nobody watching this game could predict black's next move. It's not possible. You can't do it. In the chat, predict black's next move. In the chat. There'll be like 100 chats, and there'll be like one right answer. Maybe. Unless there's 0. It's black, by the way, not white. None of you could predict it. Nobody. It's funny because 2 people already predicted it. They're like, what's the craziest move? The first person to get it was C.L. Smith, but I see that 2 other people already got it after him. 3 other people got it. Right. C.L. Smith was the first to get it. Good job, C.L. Smith. Okay, the engine says rook g8. That's why black played g5. If you in Farouja's game yesterday with Tari, which I did a video on, which is coming out tomorrow, you'll see how this works. Okay, the engine says rook g8 is 1, queen c7 is 2, queen d6 is 3. Several people in the chat got it right. King d7. God damn. I said god damn. I'm not saying that's a bad move. It's just very unusual. The engine's not a fan. It's not a fan of that move. All right. Now, if you didn't like king d7, if you're like, I'm not impressed. Okay, stick around. Bishop b2, attacking the e pawn. Now you will be impressed. Now, if you weren't impressed, now you're going to be impressed. You know what black did here. I don't have to tell you. You know what he did. That's right. So queen c7 is the engine move, and then g4 and king e8 are 2 and 3. King d6. God damn. Excellent. And by excellent, it's suicidal, but you show that you have no fear. You're just like king d7, king d6. What, you want some of this? Yeah. God damn. That's right. Charlotte Chess Center knows what's up. Charlotte Chess Center is like furiously writing notes for his students. King d7, king d6. Have his students play like that. All right. Scaring the coach. It doesn't scare your opponent. It doesn't scare you. It scares your coach when you show him the game. Then your coach is like, God, right? How do you coach that? God damn. All right. So, all right. Queen F3, that's legal. Queen B6. And this is amazing. So you see how this threatens this. White played the best move here. Bishop takes E5 check. And black blundered. Black has to go back and accept that maybe what he did wasn't right. And in this position, after queen F3, bishop takes E5 is a serious threat. So you have to play knight to D7, which is also losing, obviously, since this pawn's hanging. Queen F3, good move. Okay, and if you play king D6 to defend your pawn, you're definitely not going back. That's not why you play king D6. So you go here. When you play poker, you didn't go to fold. You're not going to go fold. He's all in. Okay, queen G3 is correct. The king has to go up. C3 is correct. The king has to go up. Yep, white's playing correctly. Several moves are checkmate here. The engine says every move is like forced mate. Now, what's funny is the engine says these moves are mate in 5, the discovered checks. He played the other bishop move, which is also mate, but slower. Now, if I was black and I was playing a blitz or a bullet game, it's 1,000,000% I would instantly go here just because it's funny. I mean, it loses immediately, but it's really funny. Okay, then queen E5 check is the best move and Papa John's. But king B2 is the funniest move. He played king C4. That's not funny. Only legal move. Only legal move. Only legal move. Only legal move. And this is actually pretty funny to me. Rook F to B1 mate. Not rook A B1 mate, rook F B1 mate. Okay, so black had an active king that game. King D7, king D6, Whenever these games end and I'm complaining a lot, which is every game, I'm always like, why didn't one guy move any of his pieces? Why not move those? All right, so he went on a journey, and he had a lot of fun, except for one thing. White had a lot of fun. All right, king D7, king D6. I got to remember that. I wasn't expecting in this position that black's king was going to do this, but I was wrong. I've been wrong before. Normally, when you have the knight against the bishop, which black does here, you want a closed position, but instead he walked his king up the board. Okay, very, what's the word? Instructive. That's the word. Yeah, instructive. You're the best. That is correct. Donation, link to the game. Oh, yeah, I did see that in Approximable. I even read it. All right, let's see. Analytics. Donations. You move your car. Can you look? What did I do wrong? Open link and new tab. Let's see. This is scary. Oh, it actually is the game. I was scared that it was something else. All right, somebody did something. I don't know what. 200 Centidudes. Active King, Troy Haskin, Papa John's. Okay, this game was a $9 donation. 9! Can you tell me what I did wrong? I played black. I can tell you what you did wrong. That's right. How do you improve your positional understanding? Well, I can do that. My understanding, that's tougher. Understanding is easier. You play thousands and thousands and thousands of games. Then your positional standing gets better. Or one 30-minute chess lesson with Charlotte Chess Center. Then your positional understanding is perfect. That's all you got to do. Maybe more than 30 minutes. Maybe 31 minutes. I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing Charlotte Chess Center's chess lessons with Baskin-Robbins' flavors. It's something like that. Let's see. Lindsey Graham said, I am the sanest person who ever lived. Let's see. President Trump said, you're going to die. You're going to die. No, he didn't say that. That'd be funny, though. Yeah. Vote for him if you did that. President Trump tweeted, My least favorite movie ever, The Mask. Yeah, all right. I mean, he's got me on that. Yeah, the more you donate, the better positional understanding. Let's do a tournament, he says. Yeah. Yeah, either get chess lessons from Peter or donate a lot of money. I don't know, whichever's funnier. Hi, Chess TV people. I forgot you were there. You may go now, but don't leave. I'm having a class tomorrow on Zoom. You can sign up. Probably, even though this has the wrong class, you can still sign up that way. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's the right class. What? You fixed that, Karen? That's had the wrong class for like 30 years. Damn. Anyway, do what Nightbot says. Sign up for that class. You don't have to come to the class. If you pay the money for the class, and then I teach the class, and you don't show up, you'll still get better at chess. So just the paying for the class is what does it. It's true. You are on Chess TV, Lumpy Lump. You are on Chess TV. Anyway, the more you pay for the class, the more you learn. So members learn slightly less. All right, and what'd you say? You were black and you lost and you always lose. And why do I always lose? And why didn't I donate more? Okay, what'd you do wrong with black? All right, let's see. 44 moves. God damn, that's like a dollar every 10 moves. Okay, so far so good. We got the double Dutch. Normally they play D6 when they play G6. But all right, I'll give you a break. A6 is a bit much. You're playing all right. This isn't a really good idea to go here, here, and here. You're losing a lot of time, and you're solidifying his control of E5. You play a lot of pawn moves without getting your pieces out, and you make a lot of knight moves with the same knight, and you trade it off. Conversely, your opponent has all three of his minor pieces out, and they have lots of good squares to go to. And he's got domination of E5. So you're already slightly to clearly worse. Okay, knight takes, knight takes. You definitely don't want to play bishop takes, even if the engine says so. Because you don't want to give up your dark square bishop. You put all your pawns on white squares. So now you're more worse. You don't want to play E6 because you block your bishop. Your bishop's blocked by all your pawns. So the strategical mistakes you're making, you're putting all of your pawns on the same color, which blocks your bishop. Then you trade off the other bishop. So now you're worse. You want to cheat. You want to play B6, A5, bishop, A6, and trade off that bishop. He probably won't let you do it, but he might. He just might. All right, B5, also not so good. Queen G5, not good, just gets harassed. Queen H4, not good, gets harassed. H5, not good. You don't want to put your pawns all on white squares if you have a white squared bishop. Then your bishop is blockaded. For further chess lessons, watch The Simpsons. Lisa Simpson explained many years ago, a blockaded bishop is of little value. Okay, so you're A4, excellent. Great move. All right, now he's crashing through. He's won a pawn. Can you save a pawn here after A4? You probably have to take this. Yeah, but it's just a lost position. Your bishop's just too terrible. Man, you made your bishop even worse with C6. Don't do that. Terrible. So this isn't a joke, and it sounds like a joke. Everybody on Earth here would play rook takes A8 check, right? The engine, right now, not a joke, it says the best move is always play bishop F1. It actually does say bishop F1 is the best move. When you could take a bishop with check for free and probably win the C pawn also, bishop F1. Yeah, the engine says bishop F1 is the best move. Yeah. The thing is, that bishop's not running away on A8. With the bishop on F1, black never has any checks, so white can try to come in here and give mate or something. So bishop F1 gets out of the way of the queen and it makes the king safe. Bishop F1 is still the best move. Always play bishop F1. God damn. Okay, so he took, which is what I would do. G3, good enter. Oh, he sacked his queen. Interesting sack. All right. And the rest is, shallow and pedantic. Stalemate. Oh, it's not stalemate because you can go here. Darn. All right. So what'd you do wrong that game? You put all your pawns on white squares and didn't try to get your bishop active. And you made too many pawn moves. Got to get your pieces out. And you didn't donate enough. 400 centidues, Captain Falcon. Or Capitan. So the more you donate, the more games you'll win. Hard to understand. It's true, though. Yay, Capitan. You're my Capitan. Hooray. You love me. Yeah, white played pretty well. I agree. Yeah. Almost stalemated him, but not quite. Almost. But not quite. That's right. My nice tip was to tip. That's right, just the tip. Should we repost the same games, or is that spamming? I don't know. Tired already. Let's see. This game looks pretty short. Let's look at that game. I won this game by resignation. Nard FTW. Is that like Nardo from Taxi? These streams are tough for me because I'm nonstop yelling at you and looking at chess games. I'm not like playing 3-minute and not paying attention. You guys hang all your pieces. This is actually like almost work. Terrible. Okay, D4 exciting. Takes is correct. Castles is correct. Okay, now here, White's move was crazier than Fox News. Rook E1 is the normal theoretical book move. You played Knight C3, confusing the audience. And then you were like, one piece, I'll give you another piece. All we are saying is sack all your pieces. All right, and the engine says that White's not completely lost. So this must be some tricky line I don't know. I've never seen Knight C3, but I think I'm going to start playing it in 1 minute. All right. Check. King E8's correct. Rook E1's correct. And the engine doesn't like it for white, but it's tricky. It's tricky. The engine says Queen F6 is the only move where black is better. Wow. All right. Played here. Now it says white's at least equal. Man, good attack he's got there. Bishop G5. God damn. Queen D4. Takes on B2. Morphing it up. Now white's better. Promotes to a queen. Rawr. The best move, too. Forcing that rook out of there. Bishop F5. Rook E2. Now it says white's winning. Yeah, now white's winning. That was a very tricky line with Knight C3 that black had to play Queen F6. Otherwise, he was getting attacked brutally. See, that's what happens. Even when it's unsound, your sacrifices, they work a lot because your opponent hasn't castled, doesn't have their pieces out. Piece activity is a lot more important than pawn structure. Pawn structure importance is basically none, and piece activity importance is basically everything. Right? And you just showing me nothing, but you're telling me everything. So you got all this here, hasn't moved, knight is pinned, 6 ways from Sunday, king is safe. Oh no, I got 2 isolated pawns. It doesn't matter. All right. And white's winning, and he wrapped it up. Wrapped that gavel up. Very good play from white. All right, rook E8, exclam, takes, king H1, resigns. Very good play from white. Probably a mildly unsound opening, and then black has to play perfectly to refute it. Black never plays perfectly and refutes it. Then you win a lot of games easily. So pretty good. Yeah. I'd never seen it either, Peter, but it was tough. It was tough for black to play, especially in blitz or bullet. This knight C3, bishop S7, queen D5. If you've never seen it before and you don't defend right, get your ass kicked. God damn. Etc. So that's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Yeah. The Manson. What? What's the question? Whose work, Nakamura or Manson? I don't know. Probably Manson. Daily game resigned. I tried. 1,600 viewers. Go viewers. Man, you guys just won't stop pasting games. God damn. Let's get going today. Let's see those huge donations. Then maybe I'll look at a game. Maybe. I won't, but maybe. That was a Stafford Gambit. No. The Stafford Gambit is, unless you're talking about one of those games. It's some made-up opening. Terrible. Man, you guys like playing the opening terribly. I don't get it. At least he's honest. That is correct. Carlson lost in that line online. God damn. My game is too long for the chat. Thaddeus. There's a guy who donates a lot. All right. Now you're talking. Go Thaddeus, but don't go. You're my only hope. The mail, it never stops coming. That is correct. And my daughter lives in Royal Oak, Michigan. Well, she did. She moved. But anyway, she did for many years. And that's the city where going postal originated, at the Royal Oak post office. That's where the postal worker went postal. Go Michigan. Let's see. If you have a sentence, do I watch, and then it says somebody's Twitch streams, the answer is no. Why would I watch somebody else's Twitch streams? What am I, you? Okay, this is a game. This is a journey. This is Thaddeus's game. He doesn't say anything about it. Were you white? Were you black? What was the time control? Do you live in Italy? White, Stephen Case 2000. Black is NN. Okay, so you're black. Okay. Still theory, still theory, still theory, still theory. Queen F3 is a move. It's a little unusual. Yeah. He played H6, which I don't think is the main move. I think Bishop E7 is. Okay, but H6 is a move. It doesn't lose. Knight D5. Still theory. All right, this is a good game so far. F5, always play F5. E4. Now this game is very good. Very high level game. Excellent game. I'm not a fan of Knight B6. I like the knight on D5, but all right. It's not a terrible move. D4, I don't like that move. I don't even understand that move. Pawn's hanging, the bishop. What are you doing? D4 is not a good move. B3. What the hell? That's legal. All right, took the rook, traps the queen. All right. I guess I like black. I like two rooks better than a queen. He's got the two bishops. Got an extra pawn. Black should be slightly better here. King H7 is good. It stops queen G6. H4, he put it in H. I don't like that, no matter how bad it is. Knight takes E4 is crazy like Fox News. The idea is this is pinned. So in this position, he should play Knight B7 to D6 because of this pin here. So otherwise, this trick works. Frankly, terrible. I was calculating G6, queen here, takes, queen C3 attacking the knight and mate. That seems like it's better for white. Okay, you took, takes. These moves are all excellent. This game is way too good. I can't tell which person's computer is better. Bishop C5, I don't understand. I like the bishop on D4 a lot. Bishop, I don't like it on C5. It makes the knight worse. I don't like that move. That's the first move I really don't like. Rook D8 I like. Get that rook active. Shirov. Rook D7. Rook D7's really computery. Damn. Rook D7's a real computer move. The computer likes it. That's why it's a computer move. Bishop G2. Rook D2. Knight E4. Rook C5. I mean, this looks like a computer's playing black. At some point, a computer took over. because these moves are great for black, but it's nobody can figure it out. So, yeah, if you play knight takes, your queen's hanging. If you play queen takes, then bishop takes e4, and obviously black's winning. So these moves were way too good. Like rook d2, and then rook takes c5. What? Yeah, this is black's playing way too good here. Ridiculous. All right. Well, I like the way the engine took over at the end for black, so that was good. That was a very tricky, very complicated game where anything could have happened, but the level of play was way too good. So I don't know what to tell you. These aren't the kind of games I'm used to where, like, this guy sees the tactics and he plays them all and it all works out. I'm just used to, like, the queen's hanging, mate and one's hanging. But, yeah, black played just fantastic that game after move, like, I don't know, 15. So, very suspicious. Very suspicious. Very suspicious. All right. If black played like that in one of my tournaments, they're banned from my channel. Yeah, banned. Yeah. White is my brother. His opponent was cheating. Especially if it was you. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, black obviously cheated that game. Yeah. Frankly. We suspect black was cheating. Black was cheating. There's no question about it. And I'm not sure when black started cheating, because I don't think he cheated the whole game, but he might have. I don't think he did. I think he started cheating when it got complicated. And then he just played perfect every move. Yeah. Remember, whenever you or your brother lose Thaddeus, the other guy was cheating. That's the way I look at it. Terrible. No, I think chess.com doesn't care if you're a paying member. Again, I made the correct comment on Twitter about a week ago. Chess.com should just ban all accounts. That way you get all the cheaters, and there's very few stragglers who didn't cheat who you also get. But, I mean, it's not too many of those people. So you're erring on the side of caution, I said. Just ban everybody's account on chess.com. I mean, still take their membership fees and give me my commissions, but for affiliate. But they're all banned. No. Everybody's banned. That's right. Cheaper costs. Yeah. He cut down on the cheating that way when nobody's allowed to play. Yeah. Ban everyone. That's right. Man, everybody's like, you just keep spamming the games in the chat. Jesus. How about spamming some donations in the chat with those games? That way I know which game to pick. Otherwise, I don't know. There's a lot of games in the chat. God damn. Also, Fries is correct. It's funny after Tigran was banned or whatever. Then that guy, whoever his name is, he changed his name. He that's actually funny. Igor Rouses. He played in a tournament under another name with another ID. I like that. That's funny. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. Then they interviewed him, like chess.com interviewed him. Said, you're the best. Yeah, that's funny. 100 cents to dues. Now you're talking. All right. Not too much, but all right. At least he's trying. I even copied and pasted the 100 cents to dues. I guess I'll get rid of that. White. I guess you were white. Yay, it's the Danish. Bishop e7. Bishop e7 is not a good move. Yeah. Now we can play queen d5 or queen h5 or queen b3. You can't really defend f7. Bishop e7 is a very poor move. You definitely got to attack f7 now because you can't defend it. All right. Taking is not as good. Knight f6 is bad because of, no, not queen f3. e5, there's no defense to e5. It's funny, after e5, if black plays d5 and you take the knight, his bishop's attacked. So knight f6 this is a particularly bad, yeah. And one of my rules in chess when I was teaching, if black plays knight f6 in chess in any opening, white wants to play e5. So you have to see if e5 is winning or good or bad. Here it's really good. e5 is winning now. After e5, the engine just castles and loses a piece. There's nothing black can do here. Okay, you played random legal move. That's good. Okay. Don't know the en passant rule. All right. Trading all the pieces off when you have a mating attack. All right, now you're threatening these two. That's good. G6 is forced. Yeah, and this position's about equal. Somehow you guys got to equality. Okay, you blundered your e-pawn. That wasn't good. You need that to live. Okay, now black's up a pawn. Black's doing great. F5 is a terrible blunder. Now it's funny, your opponent played bishop c5 check, but queen b6 check accomplishes the same thing, but it's better because you get your queen down here. So queen b6 would have been better, assuming that you want to play knight f2. Here you can't play knight f2 because I take it and I have too much attack here. So you should have played queen b6, black should have, and then black was winning. Well, the engine says after queen b6, black is +7 because you play knight f2 check, queen takes f2, you're threatening back rank mate, and you're threatening the bishop on c2. For example, so you're threatening the mates, and you're threatening this. So the engine goes here, here, and white's got no pieces left. So black's winning. So f5 was a big mistake. When you played f4, you have to realize your king is exposed. What did I do? No, not view page source, no. What's happening? I need an adult. I hate when I click stuff and it doesn't work. God damn. That didn't work either. No, help. Live chess. Oh, I have to just push X. Okay, that was easy. All right, back to the stream. I don't know what I pushed, but that happens like once every 3 months. All right, so F4 is very risky because you open yourself up on the bubble up, and then nobody noticed it. All right, now the game's equal for some reason. And that's just a blunder, knight f2 check. Now you're getting crushed on the, black's getting crushed over here. God damn. Now we got some, some arrows. Exactly. Queen e5, giving up defensive h7. It's good except for one thing. Capitan Falcon, 500 centitudes. All right, so here, queen h7's mate, except there's two pieces defending it. White can get rid of one, but he can't get rid of two. But black can help him. So black's like, I'll get rid of one, don't worry about it. Queen e5, all right. Now you get rid of the other one, and it all worked out. And then mate. All right. So queen e5 was a double question mark move, triple question mark. As we've discussed previously on the stream, both sides play sort of bad. Both sides have winning or better positions. Then somebody just makes a colossal blunder. It's like a colossal donut, except it exists. That's the difference. All right, what happened with this 500 centitudes? How'd that happen? I played white, learning the London. Can you look and tell me? I posted the PNG to Discord. What? I can't look at Discord now. I'd have to have Discord up. That would take like a second. Yeah. All right, it's after 11, which means the stream's over. But if I stay on Chess TV, I won't end the stream. Obviously, I'm off Chess TV because I have no viewers. 1,200 viewers. Terrible. I've never had so few viewers. All right, I'll stream another hour because I'm a nice guy. Yeah, give me a second, Captain Falcon. Yeah, I'm going to use the restroom. And then, I'm not on Chess TV now, obviously. 1,200 viewers. Ridiculous. I'm going to get my vegan wallet to watch the stream. And the reason is that you might say, like, oh, I guess I should donate because there's a wallet there. So, I'll be back. I don't hear donating. I'm back, baby. Now, I got a text from Petrosian when I was gone, if you can believe that. Hopefully you can. And he said, you shouldn't leave while you're streaming. You lose a lot of viewers. People lose interest in your stream. And I was like, Tigran, what do I do? And he said, it's easy. Pee-pee in your Pampers. So I didn't think of that. So thanks for that advice, Tigran. Hans Superman donated. Karen says I'm still on Chess TV, but I went from 1,600 viewers to 1,100. I don't know about that. That doesn't sound like I'm still on Chess TV, but I guess I could be. I guess anything's possible. Yeah, Tigran gave that good advice. I watched Seinfeld when it was on TV in the originals, because, I'm old. I didn't watch it all the time, though. All right. So, whatever. All right, let me have to get Discord open. Oh, God. Can I just kill myself instead? Oh. Xanth gave 300 centidues to the wallet. Sorry9 gave 99. A Semaphore gave a sub. And Thaddeus gifted a sub. Man, my wallet did pretty good. 1 centidue from Nard. Here is the game. Thanks, trying to learn. Let's see, how does Discord work? Yeah, I don't want the new features. Leave me alone. Let's see. Man, there's a lot of games in here. Man, this Discord ID you had was the greatest idea ever. Damn. Captain America. Okay, let's see if this works. It could work. In theory, communism works. All right. This is the Captain game. Captain America. Or something. That link that you sent me, I got the whole channel. Man, this is the most popular channel ever. God damn. You guys love chess and stuff. Terrible. All right, Capitan Falcon. I just sent you game. What? The game that I just put here? What? This game? The thing that you sent me, trying to learn, when I clicked it, it was the whole Discord. It was the whole channel. Hey, somebody signed up for my class. All right. I know that guy. Somebody else signed up for my class. Khan. All right. Good job. Retweeted by Karen. Go, Karen. Karen's retweeting me? I like it. All right. Usually she only does that on date night, but, all right. Might as well be walking on the sun. How are the Braves doing? They're playing the Dodgers, right? Hey, Siri, don't be a bitch and tell me what's going on in the Braves-Dodgers games.
Okay, I found this on the web for Hey Siri, call me a bitch, and tell me what's going on.
Braves score.
I found this on the
God, I hate Siri. Siri used to give me the scores of the games. Now she just, 999. Go Golden State Warriors 30. Thank you. What's the score of the game? 2-1 for whom? For whom? I assume you mean for the Braves. Yeah. Somebody else on Chess TV now? Boo! Someone else. Someone else. I'm someone else. Yeah. All right, go Braves. What is it, 7th inning? It's 11-10. Should be about the 7th inning. Yeah. Series ahead 2-1. Lakers over the Warriors. What? Top of the ninth. All right, let's go look at this game. Who was white and who was black and why? That doesn't matter. Okay. Where are you? Who are you? Capitan? What color were you? Anyone? Yay, go Acuna. Then we got the other guy up, Freddie Freeman. Isn't he next? Or is he first? Freeman's up after Acuna, right? I think Freeman's next. He's a London player. All right. Go Freddie Freeman. I know 2 of the players on the Braves team. That's pretty good. That's the most I've ever known. Okay, maybe like in the early 90s, I knew all their players. All right, so far so good. Knight C3 is a little unusual. Okay, E3 is, something. A6 is something. Queen D3 is Queen D7. I would definitely take this now, because obviously white's playing for some quick checkmate, so you can ruin black's kingside pawn structure. Probably takes E4 is good, and try to get at that king. Castle, get the bishop out, draw some arrows. Yeah, definitely good for white. Definitely got to watch Wapner. Bishop E2, too passive. You want your bishop on D3. In the future, if you want to do this like you did, play bishop D3, queen E2. Then you could play E4. Your queen won't get harassed. Your bishop is here when you play knight E5. Your queen can go this way. D3 is not a good square for the queen. All right. Now your opponent hung a pawn with knight E4. E4 is defended. You can't do that. Bishop E7. All right. There's no reason to take that. Taking's all right. You could just castle. All right. That's fine. Knight E5 is legal. That hangs another pawn. And you didn't take it. And you still didn't take it. I mean, this is just a free pawn. Takes and takes. You're up 2 pawns. All right. Then this is winning for you. C6 is the worst. That's the worst strategical move in the history of chess. And I know every game ever played. Okay, and this reminds me of the game that we looked at about half an hour ago, where the guy had all his pawns on white squares, and he was like, what did I do wrong? This guy's like, I don't have all my pawns in white squares. Oh, never mind. And he plays here. All right, so obviously bishop d7 to c6 and Papa John's. White's up a pawn, white's winning, but okay, c6, that's too far. Okay, put it in h. Okay, I don't understand how black made so many moves here. White's totally crushing him. FG's correct. a3 is okay, I guess. Rook f2. Then you played rook df1, trading rooks. Probably you should play like rook h4 and double rooks. You want all the pieces on the board to attack. You can trade this rook off, so that rook's pretty good. So that's okay. Bishop d7 is good. Rook f6 is good. b5 is really bad. I mean, you gotta deal with this over here. b5, you could just take it because the pawn's pinned. Then this pawn's gonna fall. Take this, go here. So taking here just wins right away because you're winning all of his pawns. Yeah, very weak move, b5. Okay, here's good. b4 is shallow and pedantic. c5 is terrible. a3 is terrible. Your pawn just gives his pawn away on purpose. All right, that's okay because you have queen a3 check, so that's better. Okay, but you're up so many pawns. Rook takes f6. You can't play rook takes f6 because you get this protected passed pawn that also mates black. So this is a really, really bad blunder. Rook c8, black has a fake attack. We have a fake president. So okay, and then this is terrible. King f3 doesn't make any sense. You want to play queen e7 or queen g7. Those are the moves you want to play. So you play queen c5, threatening here. Also, the engine announces mate with here with similar intentions. King f3 just lets your opponent infiltrate. That's a very strange move. You're still winning. It doesn't matter. King f4. What are you, Nigel Short over here? Yeah. I mean, king g3, he has no checks. King g4, he has a check. So that's a strange move also. You're still winning, but it's close. g5 is very bad, it turns out. And now you hung mate in 1. You have to play king g3, black has no checks, and you're winning. Because your queen defends h4. This move hangs mate in 1. Queen g4 is mate. You can't hang mate in 1. We talked about this throughout this stream. You're winning, you're losing, you're winning, you're losing, then somebody hangs mate in 1 or hangs a queen. You can't hang mate in 1. You can do anything you want, but don't hang mate in 1. Terrible. All right, he played g4. Probably his engine said queen g4, and all he saw was g4, so he played that. All right, now you're winning again. Good. Always play bishop f1. Good. I don't understand that move. So instead of taking his bishop, queen c7 check wins a lot quicker because you're going to mate him and win his queen, but all right, whatever. Your move's also winning. Yep, king f4 was an interesting one. All right, so a really bad game for black. He's getting crushed the whole game. Then you ran your king over to the king side for some reason. Then you hung mate in 1. He didn't mate you, so you won. So not the best game ever played, but the opening really worked out for you. You got a big advantage. But in the future, don't play queen d3, bishop e2. Play bishop d3, queen e2. That's a better placement of your pieces. Then you could play for e4 and knight e5. And for some reason, your opponent hung a pawn, then hung another pawn. And then he was hanging with Mr. Cooper, which is even worse. God, I hate when they do that. 50 centidues. Hooray. Man, the fact that he thinks I'll look at his game for 50 centidues after his $9 donation. Terrible. We need 79 subs. Who's going to donate 79 subs? Anybody? Anyone? Was that 79 subs? I wasn't paying attention. 100 centidues. No. Missed a simple tactic. Playing as black. But somehow won. Question mark. All right, well, 200 centidues is more than 50 cents. Close. About the same. Man, I never thought I would be a $2 hooker, but here I am. Man, that didn't even work. It said it was a bad PGN. Let's see what's wrong with it. Looks good. Aha! Bam! No, it's still invalid. No! How many mistakes are in this PGN? Damn. There's more mistakes? Okay, here's a mistake. What? Come on, man. All right, you have to fix your PGN. I can't be fixing the whole thing. Fix it and submit it again with some more money. Post lunch, gifted 5 subs. Everybody gift 5 subs. That way I can have 2,300 subs. More subs. 100 centidues from Approximable. He's trying to bribe me. 50 cents at a time. But he keeps doubling it. So after you double it 6 or 7 more times, then I can retire. It's sort of a strange retirement, but... Yeah, come on, post lunch. Terrible. 900 centidues. Vegan subs only. That might not taste good, but something. Okay, we got post lunch. He says, I was black. I won. I'm the best. All right, still theory. Usually they play knight d7 because you don't want to allow knight e5 and bishop here in h4. I think knight f6 is okay. e6 is also a move. Yeah. f4 is aggressive. Takes isn't very aggressive. Trading pieces. Knight on e5 was really good. Knight takes g6 doesn't make a lot of sense. Rook e1 doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Yeah, I'd always be playing queen c7, hitting him on this diagonal. Hit it. Trading more pieces. I mean, you play f4 and knight e5. You don't want to trade all the pieces off. That's not the point. So black is better. b5 is really, really, really weakening. Don't want to do that. Queen c7 is good, and rook d8, knight f6. b5 is pretty weakening. Always play bishop f1. F5 is way too weakening. Now you're worse. Rook E3 is insane. What's Rook E3? This pawn's hanging now. What? He's hung a pawn. Rook's really bad on E3 too. Rook E1 makes sense. Ah, I did it again. But now I know how to fix it. Okay, Rook E3 terrible. Hanging the F pawn. Both of you missed it. C5. Hanging the B pawn. What is this, hang a pawn day? Give a pawn, take a pawn? C3. Didn't take the F pawn again. C4. B4. Now you took the F pawn. Very good. Okay, then you went back. Probably you should take this bishop, so you trade pieces up material. A4, he puts his rook on H3, then plays A4. Right. Takes, wow, giving up your C pawn. God damn. You don't do that. Play A6. Solid. Peaches and herb recommended. Or was it Ashford and Simpson? Somebody recommended it. So your opponent took the A pawn instead of the C pawn? How about bishop takes C4? Now that's a move. Threatening bishop C1 again. Knight B6 is good. E5 is good. Takes. Now, doesn't bishop C5 check win a queen? Isn't there some kind of, isn't there some Fustavazu here? Yeah, you can't take this. I've said this on stream before, but not this stream. I've said it on many other streams, and you guys don't understand it. You guys don't listen. It's too hard for you. It's like, wear a mask, and you're like, what did he say? Put a sock on? Yeah, it's like too hard. Okay. When you can legally capture something, you don't have to. It's not checkers. And what happens is, when your opponent makes a move where that, like E5 or any move where they move a pawn and you can capture it and trade, you guys always do that. It's wrong like 80% of the time, and you guys do it 100% of the time. I'm not sure how you do that. You guys are always capturing and recapturing when any move is better. Like not moving is better. You ruin your position. Okay, and that happens several times at every game. In this position, white played A4, so black took it, which is really bad. You're giving up your C4 pawn. This bishop is dead, and you're just making it come alive. Then, instead of taking, see, pay attention. If there was a pawn here, and there was something on C4, and black took it, white would have done that. Because black just went here, and white would have taken back. But black just went here, so he took that. That's the way you guys play chess. Badly. Okay. Then he hangs his queen, and you don't play bishop C5 check, winning his queen. Queen takes D1. It's check. You have one legal check, and neither one of you looked at it. All right, then he hung his queen again, and then you didn't take it again. All right. Yeah, black's better. Much better. That move's okay, I guess. Still against it. That move's a mistake. This is a very important pawn because this is a strong passed pawn. So you should play bishop d2 defending it, then unstoppable rook a7. That's what he should do. But yeah, now bishop d2 now? Forcing knight e4. Bishop d2 now? Now he should play rook c7. And black's winning, but this is a ridiculous move. Bishop d2 is ridiculous. Yeah, now this pawn's too strong. Now there's no way you would ever resign here. You play bishop here and the game goes on. Black's winning, but the way the guys have been playing, I don't know, probably they both win. Resigning is ridiculous, but bishop d2 is more ridiculous. All right, so good game. $874 viewers. Boo, boo. Right. The only thing you should get out of this lecture, other than giving me all the money from your accounts, your wife or husband's accounts, your brother and sister's accounts, your children's accounts, your parents, your friends, and whatever. You should learn that too. Give me all their money. The other thing you should learn is don't resign and don't offer a draw. Those are the two things you guys love to do, right? Like you haven't spoke to your grandmother in 30 years And you like called her up and you're like, I resigned. And your grandmother's like, who the hell is this? That's what you guys do. Terrible. 500 centidues. I was black against Nakapuki in a 3-minute arena tournament game. What? What engines did you use? That's the only question I have. Go GS Warriors. What's your rating, GS Warriors? Who are you? Well, obviously it's Naka, but who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Your wife's boyfriend, he's got enough troubles as it is. Don't take his money. I don't need his money. Yeah. Now also, if you know where your mommy's checkbook is, then you should, find that. That's right, Thaddeus. I thought that way when I was a kid. Seriously. I thought resigning was good because every chess book I read, all the games ended in resigns. So I thought I got to resign. Might as well be walking on it. GS Warriors, what's your rating? 2450 Blitz. White Horse. Yeah, okay, I know who that is. All right. So you're black against Nakapuki. Let's see. And you cheated? Oh, you said you didn't cheat. Okay. All right. So far, so good. Good. F4. Very aggressive. Very aggressive. But that's Naka for you. And the reason to play an E4 opening and never play knight F3, which Naka did here, is to play F4. If Naka had no interest in playing F4, he'd play knight F3 on move 2, 3, 4, 5. But he does have interest in playing F4, but he waited a little while. Delayed King's Gambit. Very delayed. Okay, so very dangerous, but that's how he plays. Okay, so very interesting position. Good. All these moves are good. Good. Knight D4 is good. Okay, now Naka went crazy like Fox News, although the engine agrees. Again, Naka could play Queen D1 and try to beat you in 90 moves. The engine slightly prefers black. But Naka's like, come get some, just like in Tombstone. And you were like, all right. What's funny is the engine just castles here. The engine doesn't like taking this rook. Because so much play here for white. White's got everything here. So very dangerous to take this. If you castle, the engine says you're fine. Knight H5 is also a good move. But you took the bait. Okay. Also okay. Yep. Very interesting. Rook F8's forced. FE5 is forced. DE5 is forced. And he could play Bishop G5 or Rook F1. I'm not sure how he picked one over the other. It's funny, the engine liked white, then it thought for a minute, now it likes black. Okay, Rook F1 is the engine move. Bishop E7 looks forced. I thought Bishop E7 was forced, but the engine wants to play Queen E7. Oh, you're up a rook, you're not up the exchange. Okay. Now it says Bishop E7 is best. I agree. Might as well be up a rook. Bishop G5. I wonder if this is Naka's prep, because it's very dangerous for him to sacrifice a rook for this kind of compensation. He couldn't have been too sure of himself. But if it's preparation, it's preparation. I don't know. Okay, the engine says it's about equal, and white's down a rook. So white must have really good compensation. Now, obviously, Nakamura knows he can win that knight at his leisure. He's not even counting that knight as existing. If he wins a piece on F6, he'll actually be up material. So the engine slightly prefers white here. Queen D6, doesn't like that move. Bishop F6, castles. Bishop E5, good. Queen B4, it doesn't like that move. It says Queen B4 is a very bad move. You should move your queen somewhere else, and now you're just lost. Naka's move wins. Knight D5 is more incisive. Okay. You played Rook G8, Queen F7, Rook here. So, I mean, white's winning because the engine says so, but it's very tricky, and there's no time on your clocks. But if two engines are playing, white wins. Okay, and there's two winning moves here. Knight D5 is the most, and Queen F5 is, well, it's not winning, but it's good. Knight D5 is what Naka played. That defends B2, attacks the queen, attacks the bishop, Papa John's. Okay, you played queen d2. Naka played always play king b1. You played queen c2. Naka played king a1. And now Naka has 2 pieces for a rook. Naka has a winning attack. So he should be winning here. There should be no problem. So very good counterplay by Nakamura after his unusual sacrifice, which maybe shouldn't have been accepted. Okay, you played rook d2. And every move is completely winning here. He played one of them. He's like plus 15. Okay, now the best move according to the engine is knight c6 check. And the idea is if you take, you get checkmated. So that you can't take. And then you have to play king a8, it says, which I agree with. And now it wants Naka to play a3 so that you can't checkmate Naka. He has a2 for his king. The rook is hanging. And it just says you're mated. It says the game's over. You resign. Okay, so that was the quickest win. A3 is an easy win because then you don't have any attack. Naka played a tactical move which was really, really bad. It might still win, but it's really bad because you have 2 counterplays, back rank mate and b2 mate. And Naka's stopping one, and now he can stop the other one. But he was so confident of victory, he didn't care about your play anymore. He was like, you got nothing. You're terrible. So he played bishop c7. And now actually you're winning. The game's over. That's like a 10 question mark move. So here, white has 3 pieces for a rook. So Nakamura doesn't have to win by attacking anymore. He is winning. So if nothing happens, white wins. So Nakamura should have said, rook d1 is the threat, or queen d1. I play a3. There's no more threats the rest of the game. Instead, he played for a tactical trick. If you take the bishop, he plays knight d5, double discovered check, and mates you. Queen c7 mate. Okay? And the other legal move, you're threatening mate, and you're threatening mate. Now, that's a really bad move for Nakamura, bishop c7. That's not a good move. I don't know why he played it. Because in this position, it's obvious white has to play rook b1. It stops queen d1 mate, it stops rook d1 mate, and it stops queen b2 mate. It's almost like when you said some 3200 player, I'm trying to think if there's another 3200 player. Because bishop takes f4 is really big. Bishop c7's... Is there some other 3200 player? I mean, there's not. Yeah, that's really bad. God damn. Naka, outplayed you the whole game, and now every move wins. He could stop mate with queen f3. He can play a3 stopping mate. Knight c6 is a cool tactic. But this move, undefending b2. God damn. And now when Naka plays rook b1, I don't know if he planned this. I play rook b1, my opponent resigns. Now, he would be right if you weren't winning with rook d1. God damn. Wow. Yeah, bishop c7, undefending b2, unforgivable. And then mate. Wow, bishop c7 is so bad because he's undefending this mate. And you have another mate. 2 mates. Damn. Yeah, your only threat here is rook here and queen here. So a3. Knight c6 is an engine move. a3 is the professional move. Right? Naka knows he needs lift for his king. So a3 is just simple. So frankly, terrible. Yeah. I like queen b1. That's pretty sneaky. I like that. If you don't play queen b1 mate, you're losing. If you take his queen, you're losing. That's a pretty man, I wouldn't have seen queen f1. I would have just resigned. But queen f1, god damn. He forced you to play this mate. Yeah. Pretty good. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, he's more of a, Legends of Zelda. What does he play? I don't know what those guys do. Those guys do something. Whatever those guys do, it's terrible. Please don't forget my game, 5 cents. I've looked at your game. You sent me a game and I looked at it. Now you're sending me another game. What about other people? They have rights. I'm not sure what they are. That's right, the Among Us streamer. By the way, that was sort of like the other games we looked at this stream, not by the level, but because, you know, it was a back and forth game. It was very interesting. Naka played better than you. He was winning. And then there was this terrible blunder, Bishop C7, and the game ended. Like one move and the game's over. And that's what happens in complicated games is, you know, whether you're +1 or -1, whether you're slightly better, clearly better, if you make a bad move and your king gets in trouble, you can't make up for that. But yeah, Bishop C7 is a bad move for Nakamura when he has so many winning moves. Yeah. Thinking's not your strong suit. Terrible. I was white. Man, you guys like to show games without donating. I like that. You got chutzpah. That's good. That's about all you got, but something. Papa John's. I like the 5 cents. That was a good donation. Now I'm looking at Streamlabs, at Discord. There's a new Discord channel on my Discord. It's called Game Analysis Request. It has a lot of games in it. Man. Good. Let's see. Don't post a link. Check pinned message. Kasparov. Man, some of these games have all kinds of nonsense in them. God damn. I like that. More nonsense. I donated 500 centidues. You did? Did I look at your game? Let's see. I'm donating my time. That is true. Trying to learn. XXX question mark. That was all my lunch money. No, not the wheel. I didn't see you. I don't even see a game of yours. I don't think Not the Wheel has a game. He just likes to complain. Bam. Man, I don't see a Not the Wheel. I'm looking. I'm all the way up in this. I can't do it. Donate some more so I can figure it out. Haha. Not daily game resigned is black. No resigning, Not the Wheel. All right, somebody needs to donate 70 subs. We need some subs in here. Getting hungry. All right, so you're black. Rook G8. God damn. Wow. You think I'm going to complain about that move, but I like that move. I do. I'm going to show you something, you know, similar. Okay, twice in FIDE-rated tournaments against high-rated players, I've had this position, and both times I played Rook G1. This is like in slow tournaments, norm tournaments, grandmaster tournaments, huge prizes, and I played Rook G1. I beat Angelo Young, and I drew Darwin Yang. But yeah, I played Rook G1. Bam, here I come. Yep. What she said. And Yasser was like, Rook G1, motherfucker. And I was like, Yasser, don't swear in front of the kids. And he was like, get those kids out of here. Yeah. So one game was actually pretty funny. He played here and here. How'd that go? Donated. I don't see what the donation is. It's covered up. I'll look at Streamlabs. What'd you donate? $5. My game is attached. In my Darwin Yang game, he played knight e4. I played d3. This is a true story. I'm not sure this was the game, but I think so. And then we agreed to a draw. Sort of funny like that. Something like that happened. I don't know. Anyway, don't forget it. Rook G1. Okay, back to this game. Okay. Rook G8. God damn. There we go. Attack of the killer tomatoes. Queen d7. Okay, now that might be going too far. Queen d7. I don't understand queen d7. I'm not good enough to understand that move. All right, queen d7. Put it in h. The engine likes white, but I like black's chutzpah, so. Bishop takes e5. What the hell? What game is this? I'm scared. Bishop takes e5 is a good move. Wow. If you take, I take with the knight, threatening this and Papa John's. King e7. Yeah, the engine plays here and says black's in a little trouble. King e7. That's not good. Bam! Gotcha, bitch. Man, now the knight has e4. Man. e6. I wouldn't even consider e6, but I like it. Yeah, white's obviously winning here. Rook e1's a good move. Knight f5, winning a queen. Always play knight f5, especially when it wins a queen. All right, he's got the two bishops for the queen. What else? Wow, bishop f5. Couldn't play rook e8? That's if they both lose. Putting some pressure on f2. It's ignored. Bishop f2. Wow, king h1. Oh, king h1 loses the rook, so obviously it loses. Yeah. g3, hg, hg, b7. Wow, what an interesting game. Especially if you're white. And then he resigned, I guess? Or was it a perpetual check? I don't get it. White's winning here, but I don't know if he won or not. Did they agree to a draw because bishop here check was scary? I don't know. This is winning for white. I resigned? You resigned? You're. What do you mean? Why did you resign after queen f8 check? Oh, because queen takes d6 stops bishop d3. Ah, that's why you resigned. I still wouldn't resign. I wouldn't even consider resigning. Yeah. No, you shouldn't resign because you take the pass pawn. Then you got two bishops. This king's trapped. It's winning, but it's not. You shouldn't resign. Yeah. So what is this game? You guys are like 2,000, 2,100. He said his opponent cheated. My opponent's using an engine anyways. He got banned. Yeah, I was saying you guys are pretty good. This is a pretty, like white played a lot of good moves, obviously. I didn't think white used an engine. I just thought white was really high rated. You're 2,000? Yeah. I'm not surprised white used an engine. White played really well, but so did you. That wasn't bad. It seemed like an engine move when he played in this position, when he played bishop e5. That's pretty engine-y. Also, e5 check and e6 are engine-y. Also engine-y. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he played really well, the guy. Yeah. Yeah, but in the opening, you don't have to play crazy. Problem is, when you play interesting chess, like rook g8, g5, h5, etc., if your opponent's using an engine, that's like the best way to lose. Like, you're going to lose for sure if you play interesting chess against an engine. But I'm sorry the guy was an engine. Sorry about that. Yeah. I definitely wouldn't resign, but if the guy's an engine, I guess you can resign because you got no hope. Yeah. Against an engine, though, maybe. Man, he gives 10 cents all the time. King e7, I didn't like. I didn't like that. Yeah. Didn't like it. Terrible. Yeah, I don't want to look at somebody. I don't want to look at two games from one person when 80 people want me to look at their games and 50 of them are going to be disappointed. I don't want to keep looking at the same person's games. Unless they're given like $50, $100, $1 million, $1 billion, $1 trillion, a quadrillion dollars, a Googleplex amount of dollars, maybe. Not a Google, but a Googleplex. Also, you have to spell Google correctly. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Who's complaining the most? Who donated the most? Somebody needs to complain more. Whose game I didn't look at yet? Yeah, Papa John's. That's correct. I mean, I've streamed long enough. I've streamed 3 hours and 40 minutes. So, it's probably enough. Don't you think? Don't you think? Yeah, that was a $5 donation. Thank you. All right, I guess I'll try to do this tomorrow. But, you haven't complained yet? You should complain. You didn't look at the game I didn't submit. Yes, I did. Bam. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you donated today, you didn't, and you put a game and I didn't look at it, just say I donated yesterday. Here's the game you cannot look at again today, and then I won't look at that game. Also, what? Yeah. All right, thanks for watching. I tried not to insult you guys as much as last time, but it wasn't easy. And furthermore,